Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our 4th episode of Girl by Moonlight here at the Tabletop Travel Agency. I'm going to turn it real quick to one of our tabletop tourists who's going to give us a recap of last episode.
Last time on our Girl by Moonlight campaign, we went out on a mission to recover Jackson's boyfriend's engine from when he was lost or died on a mission. We went and found on the moon a giant Leviathan looking kind of like a silverfish, hanging on the dark side of the moon, biggest we've ever seen. And we decided what we really need to do is punch this thing repeatedly in the face.
Yeah.
And we all certainly tried to do that. Some of us did great, like Terry. Some of us, like my character Theo, did a little bit less great. Maybe their engine also became somewhat inoperable during the mission. But in the end, we recovered both Theo and his engine, and we recovered Sam, Sailrose's engine. And we got home and found that Sam was not in his engine. And after a little bit of digging, we found out that Sally's mom is now Sally's engine, and that apparently if you're in an engine long enough and sync up well enough, the two become one. And that's what happened to Sam and Sally's mom, who is now a backpack. Separate revelation, also apparently based on his blood, Theo is part Leviathan and part Sally's descendant. And also Terry was there. And that brings us to today.
All right, awesome. And Terry was there.
Terry was there.
He was in fact there.
And Terry will be there for the rest of time.
You
Unless
will.
we get
Terry-
10 million subscribers.
Ding, 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 guys.
Then we chop my head off live on the table.
This episode is in memoriam of Terry DeVille. How unfortunate.
Lived a good life.
So, it is the morning after your sort of revelations, as they were. You guys are all exiting out of your dorm rooms on your way to Waffle Wednesday. And no sooner are you sort of in the hall until you are stopped by none other than General Draco.
Oh, God.
Who, as he often is when he's stressed out about something, is beat red in the face. Kind of glaring daggers at you all. And you can you could have predicted that this was going to happen.
Waffle Day is my favorite day, man. Come on.
I know, you've been waiting all week for this.
Jackson has been holding on by a thread, and
All he wanted
that thread is Waffle Wednesday. Comes after Pancake Monday and Slop Tuesday.
No, was it?
Stop.
No,
It was Taco Tuesday.
It was breakfast tacos.
I forgot.
Breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, dinner tacos.
All tacos all
All
the
day
time.
tacos. All day, every day.
So he is sort of glaring daggers at all of you.
Morning, General.
I wish it was a good morning.
He didn't say good morning. He said
I
morning.
just said it was morning.
I wish it was a good
You all
morning.
seem to, acknowledge the time of day frequently, so I was just trying it out.
He seems increasingly annoyed by this. He gets a shade redder.
Watch out. The general's about to spit fire.
It is not a good morning, however. He continues nonetheless. Because apparently 4 of our pilots decided to go to the moon yesterday without proper clearance. And bring back compromised technology into the hangar without alerting anyone.
Isn't it our job to recover
It
the
is
engines?
your job to do as you are told.
I distinctly remember killing a giant Leviathan that no one here was aware of.
Yeah, I do recall, Terry, at one point, did we not
We filleted that thing.
Yeah, did we or did we not uncork a Leviathan the size of the moon?
It's blood spilled everywhere.
And
I also killed a lot of goop dogs too inside that thing.
So I would
A lot of
argue,
spore boys.
like, hey, you win some, you lose some. Compromise technology. I would prefer if you didn't say that. But more importantly, we did kind of get the biggest Leviathan kill on record. So you could say, good job.
And
Sense.
you're welcome.
You know what? You're welcome feels in order.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry.
Now,
But now
let's go get waffles.
Hold on now.
Welcome waffles. I like your idea.
I don't think I will be saying that. I think what I will be saying is you have gone too far with these antics the past few days. And as such, until we figure out what is going on, neither of you are going back into the hangar.
no.
Pause.
Neither is two. Which two of
I was
us?
gonna say
Yeah.
neither. I'm thinking.
Probably.
Can we do a team vote? Team vote on who
Neither
the
the four. Peace.
and
Also,
one of your
antics,
team.
Antics implies
They
we were doing
will
something
be-
nefarious.
My team will be keeping an eye on the hangar to make sure you don't try to get in.
You know, Draco, I never took you for a comedian.
And-
Though I know you've always been one of wrong opinions.
that's funny.
Now, I have taken the liberty of deactivating your access cards until we figure out how to handle this situation.
Okay.
Happy Waffle Wednesday, everybody. And he storms off.
I hope yours were soggy.
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but this is all leading me to a singular conclusion. A depressing conclusion.
Paid vacation?
No,
Definitely not paid.
this is not paid vacation. I don't know if you've noticed, but none of this has been, or we've been tolerated, not paid, A. B, this is more, it's kind of like prison.
Are we not getting paid?
No, your payment is life. You can either A, fend for yourself down on the surface, sucking down bugs, or you can be up here where the bugs are turned into a nice paste that you eat.
Arguably, the only one of us that should be getting paid is Jackson, because he actually signed up. I snuck on, you appeared in yours, and Sally's just been doing Sally stuff.
Arguably, Sally should also get paid since Sally is quite literally just a desk worker who is doing her job.
I'm a degreed
That's true.
professional.
You do have a degree. Okay,
Sally-
point
I
is-
think Sally needs waffles.
Okay, point is, waffles aside. Team Hope. Okay, one. Wow, he is mad at us, but man, is it ineffective. Like, I look at the man's face and I just do not care, right? Like, even if he said that and just walked away, like, I was going to try the card anyway. In fact, I might still break in through the air vents.
We did leave a giant hole where Sally's mom's workshop used to be.
Here's a couple problems, right, that they're not really thinking of that we should probably bring up to, like, my dad. One, there's a volatile engine in there that can control itself, supposedly, and is currently in a cubby.
Did we lock that?
Yeah, I locked it.
Okay.
You didn't unlock it.
You locked my mom in a cubby?
Yes, I locked your mom in a cubby.
We're gonna go get waffles. It's gonna be all right.
Do you want waffles?
Yes!
Okay. What if... Okay, maybe I think we gotta
Let's
talk
have this
to my
discussion
dad.
over waffles.
Okay, let's go get
Theo
waffles.
like runs ahead and starts like getting a plate of waffles ready for Sally.
Sally,
Hey,
I don't know if we mentioned it in the recap. You are actively eclipsed.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to
That's-
refresh us on your eclipse clause?
Of course, yes.
Oh boy.
I would like to guess, actually, for
To
the
ex-
remainder of the episode.
To explain what I'm doing and why.
Unclip is waffles. That's the...
I wish that would be the escape eclipse. So I've eclipsed. When you eclipse, you are fractured. A sour note has shattered your harmony, and now there is uncertainty and conflict. Your relationship, once a source of strength, is suddenly tenuous. You are divided, and a difference of opinion keeps you separated. And or a difference of my robots in my palm. I can escape eclipse when someone else mediates my dispute, and my halves are able to reconcile their differences. So we gotta get my mom
So
back,
it's
or
like
I'm gonna be
therapy.
a bit cuckoo
Get a little
banana.
family therapy.
Good thing you hired Jackson Eiffel LMFT.
So aware of
Licensed
his
marriage
feelings.
and family therapist.
So aware of his feelings.
And Terry Treville, the undying optimist.
And Theo,
My son!
MOBA player.
Who, as we all know, are the most optimistic of people.
And the best
so-
at mediating
Okay.
conflict.
So we.
Here you go.
Yeah, you head into the mess hall. It's, the normal crowd. The EB team is obviously not there, except for Vi, who's kind of in a corner eating some waffles by themselves.
I gather. Okay. Straighten your back. Puff out your chest. We're gonna go threaten information out of
Are
something.
you like...
Okay.
All right, you guys ready to do peer pressure?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you? Okay. Let's do this. Strong silent type. Emphasis on the silent
Great.
for now. I don't want you to say something out of pocket.
He's literally friends.
My sweet baby boy!
He literally plays mom with them.
I mean,
Please.
oh, does Jackson know that though?
I don't know, do you
Does
talk about
Jackson
your
know that you're
mom
friends with
squad?
Your mom's squad.
Your Mountains of Mythos?
I think I've probably mentioned that I
Has
play
Jackson
games.
listened?
I've definitely mentioned
No.
playing the game. Probably have mentioned playing the game with Vi, but not often.
Okay. Who here knows Vi? Like semi-well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? You're not strong silent type. You speak. You're strong silent type, and suave too. Maybe do like a this. Maybe like that.
Oh god. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Okay. And you're the wild card.
I don't think we have a choice on that one.
And I'm Jackson. Got it?
Yeah.
And you're Terry Truman.
Wait, sorry. What was my thing? I wasn't listening.
Okay, you're gonna ask Vi and try to get them to maybe see how the B team is guarding the engines, how they feel about it. Get a vibe that maybe and some information that we can maybe use, if we need to do a kind of a stealth takedown of
Got
the
it.
situation. You got that? And also maybe peer pressure them into giving us their card.
We could always just take their card.
Okay, so
You distract them and the other one pickpockets.
I'm good on. I am not jumping anybody. today.
So
I didn't say jump. I said pickpocket, but okay.
There's an implication of jumping in. Okay, so do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So you've got you, the
was
strong,
shambles.
silent, smooth talking, sexy man, and you've got Lieutenant Commander Jackson Eiffel. Don't count on that one.
Right.
Got it?
Pick one
Waffles
that.
bring me no joy!
Cry. Let's cry into your waffles over here. Come on. We all go and we sit down and we sit down too close. I think. We kind of quarter them.
Yeah, Vi is sitting by themselves and you sit the table next to them. They're in the corner, so they're now kind of blocked in. They I don't know if you've interacted with them that much. They typically don't wear their uniform. They're in sweats. They have kind of the very blunt cut bob. They look up slowly from their waffles.
They just see Terry. Just. You're not doing it right. You got to do it like this.
They look disconcerted.
All right. Ready? Deploying Theo.
Can you say that out loud?
I'm whispering. Deploying Theo.
Hey, Vi.
Hey, Theo. What's wrong with your friends?
Nothing's wrong with anyone. We're fine.
Shut up.
We're fine.
It's the wild card.
It's waffle day.
It's been a week.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not allowed in the hangar right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, it seems like that, which is super weird because the hangar is where our job is.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're kind of suspended. I don't know. Captain Zhao's down there with Arlo and not supposed to let you in or whatever because you've been breaking a bunch of rules.
Have we been breaking rules or just bending?
Bending rules.
Yeah, we've been bending rules.
Like trees.
Like trees. Say it. Say it.
Bending rules. We've been bending rules. say it.
Okay. Like, I
It
know
was
this
heavily
job is
implied.
stressful. Maybe you guys, like, you look like, I mean, you look fine. Your friends look like they, might need the break.
I don't know what they're talking about. I think we're all super good.
Ask about what was Sam's engine called again? I'm like,
Agnes?
Ask about Agnes.
So how's Agnes doing?
Oh,
They-
I don't really
figured
know if I'm
anything
supposed to,
out?
like, tell you about Agnes right now.
Oh, they said we're not allowed to
Are
have
you-
any information either?
Are you good, Jackson?
I'm stretching my neck.
Like, I thought we're supposed to still like keep up on reports and stuff.
Are you?
We've not been given orders. Our orders were to not go into the hangar.
Did they say anything about Terpsichore?
Oh my god.
We don't know where Terpsichore is. Did you, like, put her somewhere? They're pretty upset.
Sally, you're giving away the game on this
Draco's pretty upset about that, so
Oh,
maybe if you, like, tell them where she is, you can, like...
I mean, did you guys check the hangar?
I mean, we looked around.
Like, inspected the full thing? Deep inspection?
I don't think so, not yet. They're probably...
You know what? I think one of us backpacked her. Under your bed, right? Where
Yeah.
we keep backpack engine
Yep.
on occasion.
Under your bed?
But she took some major. She took some pretty bad damage on the moon. Real big bump to the noggin. She seems to be bugging out. So she was a little unstable. So and Terry and I are the mechanics. So we've just kept her under the bed.
I can, in fact, use a wrench.
Okay, well, you should probably, like, return that before you get in more trouble.
Sure, we should definitely bring it back to the hangar.
Yeah.
Come here. You need to. Okay, so you need to figure out, like. So, I know they brought up like Zhao and people talking. You gotta maybe try to get a little more information, right, out of this person. Use
what?
Riz.
He's from
What?
the future. He doesn't know what that is.
Yeah, you're right. That probably died out like eons
they
ago.
call it charisma then.
Charisma. Use maybe. Have you ever seen a Western?
Yeah.
Be like
Imagine those are very different.
Be-
in 500
be
years.
like-
5
be like a
billion years in the
cowboy,
future.
you know? Be confident. Be,
Wait, what are cowboys?
they're boys. They're boys.
They're boys.
They're in cattle.
Would you have done anything for Elena if given the chance to recover her?
I mean, I would try. It's kind of...
That's what we did. That is what we did. This is a situation where if you were in our position, you would have done the exact same thing. We went for someone that had not been recovered, just like we went for Elena. That's what this was. Nothing more, nothing less.
I don't really know what you want me to do about it.
Okay. Let me try this. How are the other engines? Do you know? Have you been down there?
Kind of doing my thing with...
Do you
Waffle
actually
Wednesday
not
right
know,
We're
or
getting stonewalled.
I can't threaten to shoot you?
What?
Nothing. Normally, as your superior officer, I would request you answer me truthfully and faithfully.
I don't know if you can do that.
I can.
Because my captain's kind of like above your captain.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm above you. That doesn't matter.
I don't really think that's how that works.
I mean, you want to find out? I'm sure a court-martial would be
You're kind
lovely.
of like on
Look,
probation right now.
What? That's not what's happening.
Are you sure?
They asked us to take a vacation politely. This isn't a probation.
Going
And if you
on
call it a
vacation.
probation one more time,
Yes.
I'll show you probation.
Good.
Are you threatening to shoot me again?
No, I didn't threaten you to shoot you once.
Jackson,
You know what? It's Waffle Day. You're not ruining this for me.
I'm
You two.
not trying to.
Come on.
All I've been doing is eating waffles.
You have to eat your waffles. And Jackson kind of like picks up his stuff and moves
Where-
like 2 tables over, and it's just
I go with Jackson, but before I go, I just look at Vine and I go, and then walk with him.
And as I walk by Theo, I whisper in his ear. I go, charisma, cowboys.
Jackson's lost it.
Okay, fine.
Maybe this like probation thing is good for you guys.
I haven't slept in like 2 days.
I'll be honest. I'm thinking maybe it is. But I think the reasons are wrong. We did good work. Maybe we jumped off our lane, but there was a mission that needed to be done, and we did it. And that shouldn't get punished like this. Look, maybe it was wrong, but you know what it's like to have a connection with your engine. And we're all being cut off from that now. We weren't told, don't leave the ship. We weren't told that we're being cut off from missions. We were told we can't go near our engines.
What do you want me to do about it, Theo?
I know there's nothing you can do right now, but I just want you to remember what we're going through, and if I maybe message you for a game later, maybe I don't know, your team has a meeting to go to, and you just let me know you can't make it because your team is busy elsewhere. Look, I don't know what we're gonna need to do, but when we do it, I need to know we're on the same side.
Do you want to roll a check of some nature?
Sure.
I don't think anyone really helped you out with that in any way, shape, or form.
We're just
I'm
sitting
at a
there.
different table.
Yeah.
Don't mess this up.
I think I'm gonna roll a confess.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just weirdly writing mom and syrup on my plate.
Oh, God.
I just reach over and I take Sally's tray away.
I move my waffles over to Sally.
Yeah, I've got nothing to help me out with this.
It's just whipped cream, not syrup.
It's still gross.
Straight up one die confess roll. That's a 6!
Amazing.
And the crowd goes wild.
Who knew emotions were Theo's thing?
I don't know. Maybe I'd feel like a little more willing to help you if you weren't grinding with Richie without me, but they pause for a minute. If, like, Draco turned off your key cards, then Draco or Draco's computer would be the one that could lift it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's just in the hands of Draco or whoever's at Draco's computer.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry about that. The other day there was some stuff going down, and it's a little hard for me here on the station, when most everyone I know is a pilot, and
I get it. It's hard for all of us. I know you've got different stuff going on, though. I hope all of you figure it out soon.
yeah, I'm gonna try and help him out. But
Good luck with that.
I appreciate the times you have been there, and I'm sorry I've not been able to return the favor as much as I should have.
It's fine. Like I said, do what you need to do for you and whatever's going on over there.
Yeah. All right, well, I should go. Get back to them. I'll see you around.
All right, take care.
Are you guys okay? I know the answer is no, but
What's wrong, baby boy? What's wrong?
I grab Sally's shoulder and I kind of like push her back. Sit down. Look at me. Her car is now her mom.
Did you really put my mom into your bed?
No. He's Terry Travell.
I am, in fact, that thing.
My boyfriend is now a shield bug.
Honestly,
We're
there's
doing-
worse things a boyfriend could be.
Yep. But either way, I would argue, relatively, given the circumstances, I'm doing fine. It's this one that I'm more worried about.
yeah.
But are you acting a bit more, excited to cope with the loss of any remains of my loved one, is pretty natural for me at this point. It's not like I've shown much emotion before this.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Anyways,
It's
what kind of
okay to-
situation are we in, Theo?
Please don't touch me.
How we look at Theo?
All right. So remember when we did that heist?
Yes.
You guys need to stop calling it a heist. We are
Are we
gonna
doing?
You are not doing anything.
I'll do whatever it takes. I need to have her back in my head.
She's kind of tweaking.
I miss so
We gotta get her back to
There
her.
is a lot of layers to that sentence that I don't want to unfold that onion. How? Define heist. Are we pressing a button we can wander into, or are we?
Yeah, maybe pressing a couple buttons on
Theo got on with it.
General Draco's computer to lift the access lock on our keycards.
No.
Well,
No.
in for a penny, in for a bad time. I say we go for it.
If it was Kill a Man, but it was General Draco, you'd say yes.
I mean,
Your motives are
you're probably right, but knowing him, his password is probably just password.
That's okay. You do have to remember, right? Despite the amount of nepotism in the military right now.
Like how you
right?
got here?
Yes, like how I got here. And for the record, I did go to flight school. I did graduate from the Air Force Academy. I'm not a moron.
Do you think you can do it?
You didn't even go to high school.
But I know how to fly a plane.
Okay.
You know computers. You're such a good, smart boy.
Nope.
You know that you could do this. You could do this, and you could get us back in there.
Look, beyond all the babbling and the crazy, I need her back the way she was, because before she went full crazy, she started saying some kind of crazy things, and I need to know whether those are crazy things or true things.
They're probably true things.
You've got
She's a-
spores in your blood, bud.
Oh my god. She's a
We all have spores in our blood.
Yeah, but some of us have more.
Spores are part of
Stop.
us.
Listen. Before she went Blade Runner on us, she look.
I don't
Sally's
get the reference.
You never would have. Sally's a qualified, bioengineer. The fact of the matter is, she's good at her job. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
If
but
she
right now
said
she's
something-
biochemically brain busted.
Yeah, I know. But if she said something, it's probably true. And dude, I don't mean to mess with your whole coping mechanism, but we don't live in a time where you can take time to cope. All right? Sorry, but them's the breaks. All right? I don't know what she said about you or her blood, or you drinking her blood, or you being her blood, or you being made
Theo's a
of
vampire?
mushrooms, right? Or you being made of mushrooms.
All of our samples are still in the hangar. All of my equipment's still in the hangar. Everything's still in the hangar. We need to get back in.
Stop. If the only way in is by doing something like that, right?
Then we're gonna do it. We're a family,
Can
right?
we are.
We are a
Can
family.
and I know normally, you know me. Normally, I
That's my
am
good boy.
absolutely down to jump to the most dangerous option. But after the past couple days we've been having, sue me, I'd like to take the political route. Would you mind indulging me and seeing if it fails?
That makes sense.
Okay.
So, 2 of us do the political route, 2 of us do the heist route.
Okay, why don't we do this?
3 and 1.
Two of us. I'll take you on the political route. I don't trust you on the heist route. And Terry can think fast on his feet. And
Yeah.
all right, why don't you take Terry? We'll try the political route. I will give you the signal. All right, we'll do a signal. All right.
I would reach out to you with my brain, but I can't.
Oh God.
Was that a Terpsichore ability? You're able to talk to us in our brains?
Yes.
Oh, that's distressing.
That is vaguely horrifying in a new kind of way.
Okay. You two are going to go.
Bust into Draco's office, steal the files?
Putz around his office. Scout it out, figure the scene. Maybe, get a lay out of the land. We'll go to my dad. And I'm hoping that seeing the state Sally is in is enough of a driver to maybe give us some sort of temporary access. Right? Something like that. Out of maybe pity. And then if that fails, do we know bird call? Can we use the radios? I don't know if the radios are safe.
I would make sure to remind your dad that he did kind of give us the information on where to go.
You make a good point.
All
right. So here's what we're going to do. There's a box of tools under my bed that I have been using to do mechanic work and to occasionally pick locks. Take those.
Okay.
Well, they can be used to pick locks. It's a big wrench. Take the big wrench.
I'm going to break open a door. I said I know how to use a wrench.
We'll see. You keep up the waterworks. We'll go see my dad. And Terry, use the wrench good enough. It's your early Christmas present.
Yes.
All right. What does a good leader do normally? Go all in.
Let's do this.
On the count of 3, shout, my engine's not my dad. 1, 2, 3.
My engine's not my dad.
All right,
Why would
great.
you do that?
Because your engine isn't your dad. It's
Okay,
your mom.
great. And I grab Sally by the shirt and drag her.
No! Don't touch me.
Okay, all right, come on.
Oh my god.
So you're both headed vaguely the same way at first, because you are just going up to the offices.
we do that and we're just all standing there awkwardly and we're like,
Yeah, you're in the elevator.
I'm
after
going, we're going the same way.
I like-
Goodbye.
I
We're
like-
just going.
The same lift, yeah.
I look at Terry, I go mother's been nice.
Do you guys want to walk first and we'll wait a couple seconds?
Oh wait, you have to go get to the wrench first anyway. So
That's right. That's right. I have to go get the wrench out of your room. So we'll head that way, you head that way. We'll see each other eventually.
Big wrench. Can't miss it.
All right.
Great. So you guys, we assume you go grab the wrench in this
I
time.
like to imagine that the toolbox under the bed is just a giant wrench. There's no other
Nothing
tools.
else.
It's just wrench.
It's like a big cartoon wrench,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
you reach under the bed and you pull it out, and it's like an old aluminum latched toolbox.
Yeah.
And there is a glass pane between you and the wrench, and it just says break in case of emergency.
I'm just looking at it. Oh. Wait, I just punch right through it and grab it and yank it out.
Okay, yeah, you two head up to Fleet Admiral Jackson's office.
All right. I kind of go outside the door, and I'm about to knock, and I go, you have an opinion?
I don't. We have to be careful, Jackson.
Okay, define careful about what?
He hired my mom. He knows my mom. He knows. What if he knows more than he's letting on?
Exactly, so it's his fault, so maybe he can reach into that stone-cold pit of a terrible heart he has and see some good in anything.
If she wasn't supposed to be doing it, I'm worried.
What are you worried about? How could this get any worse?
I don't know.
Look, I don't mean to freak you out.
Yes, you do. You keep doing it.
Fleet Admiral Jackson opens the door. He just kind of...
Dad?
Jackson? Sally?
We're going into his office, Sally. stop presenting the hallway. We'd like to have a chat. Hopefully a more...
You know, I do have other things to do besides
like
chat
what?
with you.
Like what?
My job. I know, you know.
You've been doing your job for like 20 years. You can take 5 minutes.
What if it's about the spores?
We can
The
talk
what?
about this. Stop.
Stop what, Jackson?
Stop talking. Just stop. I will prompt you. Please. Please. This is so much worse
Should
for
we
me
be
than it is
sending
for you.
her to the medical bay?
Listen, you're about to. If you don't, if you make the wrong choice here.
What is that supposed to mean, Jackson?
Okay. You and I both know you hired her mom. You found out everything what her mom was doing, right? Wouldn't be like you to just leave somebody to, you know, run off and do God knows what on your ship, right? So, you have a pretty distinct understanding of the connection between us and the big robots, I imagine.
I have an understanding of the robots as told to me by an unstable scientist who was fired from the Bastion Corporation.
Well, that's great. You've got another unstable scientist, but this time they command a giant robot. So, I would make the next decision wisely. I don't know what's going to happen to her. Her connection to her robot is the only glue holding her neurons together, right?
How did she die?
Stop. So, listen. If we don't get back down there, I don't know what's going to happen with her or the big 40-foot mantis bot that she's mentally connected to.
You're giving me a lot of strong reasons right now to not let her back in the hangar.
So let me get this straight. You know what? Look at her. Look at her.
I'm looking at her, Jackson.
So you think, right, the one thing that's been holding her together is the connection with this robot, and you think separating them more is going to help. Also, did Draco tell you about what he was doing?
That he took away your access cards?
Yes.
Yes, it's long overdue.
Long overdue.
Long overdue.
Long overdue. You know, this is really funny, because last I checked, I don't remember the B team killing a silverfish the size of the moon,
We found him.
right?
We found Sam.
We did that. Who found Sam? We did, right?
We weren't asked to.
That doesn't matter. We did it.
does
we
matter.
solved your problem. And I like put my finger like on his shoulder and I push. We solved your issue, right? We killed the biggest Leviathan out there. There was a Leviathan hiding on the dark side of the moon, endangering the entire planet, and we killed it before it even made a move.
Did you know
And
about
yet, our reward, our heroic reward, right? Theo almost getting killed, right? Terry almost getting digested, right? Sally losing her mental faculties, me losing the only man I've ever loved. Our reward for going through all of that is getting separated from the one thing you brought us here to work on. I'm asking you one more time. Not as the lieutenant commander on your ship, but as your son. She's in pain. Help me help them. Please, do the one thing that you missed out on last time and help me be a leader. Please.
I think the two of you should return to your room until we sort this out.
Jackson, he can't help us.
And I think Jackson kind of not grabs you, but shakes your shoulder and goes, "Come on, we're going." Couldn't help himself out of a jar if he tried.
Meanwhile, you guys have ran up the stairs with the big wrench, and you are down the hall at this point, hearing, discontented voices down the hall from the other office.
That sounds like a distraction, baby.
And there's Draco's office.
Mm-hmm.
Draco is inside of his office right now.
Oh, fun.
That's what the wrench is for.
That's what it's for now.
By the way, scratched into it using like an X-Acto knife is the word problem solver in big words.
As you guys walk up, you know, you're waiting for Jackson's signal, and then you kind of hear muffled through Draco's office as he's sort of like somewhat shouting into his comm. He says, "What do you mean it's under their bed? Whose bed?" And then he turns to leave the office.
So we have to. I think we should hide, Theo. We gotta find somewhere to stand out.
Yeah, is there like a corner we
Yeah,
can get
like a big
around?
plan.
or like a vent or something?
Is there some kind of roll you can make to hide?
Can I analyze?
Yeah,
Sure.
I guess analyze would be it. Or wait, would conceal? Could I roll at a disadvantage for conceal?
Yeah.
I mean, our conversation is ending. Can we?
Where are we as this is
Are we
happening?
making-
No, you're still
Okay.
in the room.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Are we making two? Are we both rolling to hide, or
You can either do a group roll together and have a group leader and do the whole group roll thing, or you could just have someone roll. I'm fine with either.
Oh, do we want to do conceal at a disadvantage or analyze?
I
I guess analyze.
I'd accept analyze, why not?
think analyze.
I do like the idea of him being upset because it's Terry's bed. And he's like, why is it under Terry's bed?
You want to roll or should I roll? Up to you.
How much do you have in analyze?
I have one.
Okay, I've got 2.
You go for it then.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna analyze to like look for a space that the two of us could hide in.
Ooh,
That's 6.
on
Hey.
fire.
You see a
I
nice
think
big,
so.
Oh.
you know, they sometimes keep these plants in the hallways to keep the air nice and fresh. There's this nice big, like, monstera plant that's, like, perfectly Theo shaped.
Yeah, I just grab Terry and like pull him behind.
Okay.
A weird Terry-shaped lamp near the door.
I'm just standing here. It's like sound wave, like.
You, hide. The door clicks open, slides, and then if you move quickly, you kind of have a moment to just, no wrench needed, into the
To
room.
use the problem solver.
Yes, like,
Yeah, let's just-
again, just pull Terry in with me.
All right, you slide into the room. Inside, he has this sort of small, probably about like the size of the room we're in, maybe slightly smaller. It is obsessively neat. The floor is spotless. The table is like shining. There are pens lined up. There's like a perfect stack of papers. The computer has like not a smudge on it. As you find Draco's office.
The first thing Terry is gonna do is he's gonna walk over and move a pen slightly out of place.
Awesome.
Just the pen, just not even like it's barely noticeable to anyone, but he knows Draco will notice, and he'll think he did it himself.
Great. So you move a pen slightly like at like a 10-degree angle.
Yes. And then Terry's gonna try and open up start the computer.
Alright,
See if
Terry,
it's-
we're in hacking time. Go
Yeah.
for it.
All right.
It asks you for a password.
I type in password.
It doesn't work.
Time to use the problem solver.
Oh man. I type in I hate Terry.
It does not work, sadly.
I love Terry.
I type in Draco.
His own name. What kind of
Statistically, people are most likely to use password 1234 or their own name.
Same password as my luggage.
While Terry's doing that, I pick up like stack of papers on the desk and just start flipping through them.
Yeah, on the desk, you start looking through papers. Do you want to roll and analyze?
Sure. Been hot on rolls tonight. That's 5.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking through papers and you find kind of at the bottom, almost like a ledger, something that he was keeping track in. You realize it's him keeping track of a lot of equipment that after the Leviathan attack was marked as damaged. And as you read it, you're kind of confused because you've been in a room that was hit by the Leviathan attack and like, it was still mostly operational, but there's a lot of like large, important equipment being marked as damaged and destroyed by Draco. And you're like,
Is he doing embezzlement? Space? Is that the twist?
Space embezzlement.
Yeah, that's the thought Theo has is, oh, this, I know what this is. We have this in my time. Yeah.
So no more cowboys, but embezzlement is
Cowboys are temporary. Capitalism is forever. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh.
With your 5, you also kind of look. You notice that there is a little paper shredder just kind of under the desk.
Yeah. If I look at anything, are there any paper scraps in there?
You notice it's very heavy, and you can't see into it.
Okay.
It doesn't, which doesn't seem right to you. It's just kind of off the cuff.
What do you got, Theo?
You open it and there's thousands of dollars in unmarked bills.
Just gold ingots.
Just a bunch of dollar coins.
Sacagawea dollars.
Terry, what's your opinion of Draco?
I think that he is a man that he is a problem I would like to solve with the problem solver.
Whoa.
What if there was a possibility he was somewhat incredibly how do I put this?
Yes.
Corrupt and disloyal to humanity?
Yes.
So I don't know if this is a thing
I have never been more pleased to hear words in my life than I am right now.
Look at the last words of my father. I love you. Those ranked below this.
I am so happy that this man has turned out to be as bad as I hoped he would be.
So I don't know if this is a thing you guys have, but in my time, when you work for a big corporation and you get enough power in that corporation, you can kind of mess with the bookkeeping
Yeah,
and maybe
space embezzlement. The one
Okay.
smart thing Terry knows is space embezzlement. Specifically of the space variety.
Yeah, we just call it embezzlement in my
okay.
time because we're always in space.
There's. Please tell me this isn't the twist. You look nervous.
Space embezzlement. What's
Um,
wrong with a little space embezzlement?
Is it, I'm guessing his documents that you're looking at are kind of weird.
yeah, seems maybe like it. Something's going on. Also, something seems fishy in the documents that are not yet shredded. And there seems to be possibly a whole lot of documents that are shredded. Would you like to use the problem solver?
Oh, I assumed you were going to ask that. Can I take the problem solver wrench and just wham right into this thing?
Do you want to roll a defy roll against?
I can, yes. 6! I smash that thing like a pumpkin.
Another small note. There's a weird tally mark on the bottom of the handle.
Oh God.
We're just building this thing up.
Yeah, you take the problem solver, you just and the thing breaks open. You realize it was almost insulated with metal. This was a hidden safe that you've now cracked.
Problem solved.
What is inside said safe?
Yeah, you find a couple of pieces of paper. One is a written note, one is an actual important looking document, and one's a little sticky note.
Can I look at them and see what's on them?
Yeah, what would you like to look at first?
Oh,
and there's a photo.
Oh no. I had a thought in my head and I feel like it's coming terribly true. Can I look at the photo first?
Yeah. It's a photo of your dad.
My next password guess was going to be my father's name. Can I just type in my father's name into the computer without looking at anything else after seeing this
Oh,
photo?
thank God. I thought the twist was that he was your dad. Everyone's my dad.
Can I just type Darren into the computer?
Yeah. It opens.
Oh, fun! Oh, I really hope. Oh, I'm gonna take after that happens. Terry just kind of looks vaguely disgusted, and he's gonna reach and he's gonna look at. So it was what, piece of paper, handwritten note, and sticky note left.
Yes.
Can he look at the sticky note real quick?
Yeah. It says, Draco, don't forget. And then it says password 123 and it's crossed off. And then it says password 1234 and it's crossed off. And then it says Darren 123 and it's crossed off. And then it says Darren.
Oh, so... Well, I would have been right on any other day. Can I look at the normal paper?
Oh yeah, like the document?
Yeah.
Sure. You realize pretty quickly it is 2 copies of the final mission files for Liam Sailrose. One is signed.
These are gonna go to Jackson.
One is signed by Admiral Jackson and one isn't, just at a glance.
Gotcha. Is there no... So there's no signature on the other one as far as we can see?
Yeah, no, it's like an unfinished report.
I'm gonna hand... And it's the report, not like the mission they were going on, not like approving it, it's the afterwards? Or...
Yeah, it's like the final mission, like,
Okay.
notes.
Gotcha. I'm gonna hand these over to Theo and just... I'm gonna be like, hey, take a look through these, see if you see anything weird.
Theo's already on the computer.
Oh.
Oh, perfect.
Can I read the handwritten note real quick?
Yeah.
Just go through all this one by one, just my world falling apart.
The handwritten note just says, it's like quickly written. He doesn't have great handwriting. It says, Captain, if you're finding this, that most likely means something has happened to me. I've left these things behind for you so that you can know the truth. I'm deeply sorry that I've been dishonest with you. It is my greatest regret as your general. I hope that you will understand why, and I hope that you will make the right choice. There are things at foot that cannot fall into the hands of Admiral Jackson, and not into the hands of his son or the auxiliary team.
I'll kill you.
I see
I'll
this
shoot
note.
you.
I have this note. I'm just gonna fold the note up and put it into my back pocket.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna show it to Theo. I'm just gonna slide it into my back pocket and stand up next to Theo and go, anything interesting on the computer? Like voice crack at the end too.
So Theo's completely tuning you out. He's like getting to work. I'm like, we are here on a mission. I've got to get this done. Because there's a couple things he wants to try and do on this computer.
Okay, great.
What you do, Theo?
Firstly, he wants to do what we came here to do and turn off the restriction on our access cards.
Yeah, I would say you're computery enough that you can just kind of figure that out. You know, you open the HR software for the Bastion, and you go click on your little thing with your little, like, smiling profile, and you click, like, the rooms you should have access to. Is there anything special you want to add while you're in there?
Can I have it give us full access cards for the next, like, 5 hours and then reset back to where it's at?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
job,
Next,
Theo.
I want to try and go into the security cameras and for like the hallway and this room, see if I could just scrub the footage of us coming in.
What a heist.
You smashed his safe to pieces. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, right. So obviously he's gonna know something's up. I don't want it to know that it's us.
Yes, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so like all that location logos, I want to just like wipe that. So we were never here. And then lastly, I just want to like scan his like desktop and look for anything that seems interesting and like email it to, I want to send it, I email it to Richie.
Interesting.
To Richie?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now he's implicated, and
Wow.
and he's not like a high-level officer. They're just gonna shoot him.
It's just some guy. It's just some dude in New York.
It's just a dude.
Yeah, you find a folder named Untitled Folder.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And then you
perfect.
open it, and there's another one that says
I-
Untitled Folder.
I think maybe not to Richie specifically, but I sent it to like our like clan message board or something.
It's
like
in the
that.
Discord, guys.
You pin it in the
Like
circle.
I
Oh my
like
god, are we playing War Thunder?
I like make sure it's like password protected, and then I like
Lock.
bury it like in our like shared files where we have like all our memes and stuff.
No
Yeah,
one
you
looks
drop
in
this
the
thing
meme
called
file.
Untitled Folder, password
Yeah.
locked in hashtag memes.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's it. And, yeah. Anything you want to do while we're here?
I feel like, I feel like the answer is one I don't want, but I feel like we should look up to see if he has any files on my dad. Can we do that?
Sure, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, what?
Darren.
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 Right, that's what you just said, Darren, earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I searched for Darren Treville.
You don't find anything.
Yeah, no, I don't think you knew your dad.
Okay. All right. I slowly reach over and I just take another pen and I put it off kilter again. I think we're done here. We can go.
All right. Yeah. Keep the security cameras off for the next 10 minutes for us to get out of here.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
I would say at the point that they're kind of messing with the computer, you guys get kicked out, and you're walking by and you look into Draco's office, and you see Terry with the problem solver in one hand, looking at something in the other, and he's just hacking the mainframe.
Don't encourage the heisting.
Oh, hey guys.
Let's go.
Oh, Jackson, you're here. Cool. How'd things go with your dad?
Why did you stop? That's not how you greet people.
I found out that Draco's password is my dad's first name. I'm a little off kilter at the moment. I might be a few apples short of a bunch.
Maybe you should change dad to dads. Maybe.
I will problem solve you with this wrench.
Give me the problem solver.
Not right now.
Hey, we have
it's really important you give it. I can't let people see that.
We have 9 minutes to get out of here. So we should do that now.
9 minutes, plenty of time. No, I'm kidding. Let's go.
All right. I would say we've moved into downtime now. If you'd like to take your fun tidbits of information and do things with them. Yeah, as we talked about before, you do have an extra downtime if you guys would like to use it.
Yeah.
You guys have to pick because that's just one. You gotta pick who gets it.
Oh man.
Equal to the current Leviathan's track tier. So is that 2 actually?
I don't know if it counts if it's not filled, but sure. You know what?
Oh, okay.
Just for you guys.
Oh boy, how exciting!
Just for us. After all these twists and turns, we're finding out dads are dads and moms are robots.
Should we use those extra ones to maybe do some preparing so we can be a little more ready? Or no?
What?
Some
I
readiness.
think we have to.
I think we should.
Yeah.
With the extra ones. With the extra.
Yeah, they can only be used to make preparation.
Oh, perfect. Never mind. That makes sense. So we get to. So no one has to do that. We use our extra ones to do that.
Great.
Oh, I found my downtime sheet.
Yeah, I saw
I don't need
it.
to use your downtime
If
sheet.
anyone would like to start, let me know.
I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do.
We can't get into the hangar yet.
You can.
Oh, we can get into the hangar
for the next
now.
5 hours.
Oh yeah, we have
Right.
To Theo.
Or anywhere else on the ship we want to go.
His expert hacking of opening up an HR software and putting in a software or a password.
Since I'm eclipsed, I'm not gonna pick first. I don't know if I can do anything.
I mean, do we just sneak in or do we just walk in? I feel like sneaking in is more suspicious. We're just walking through the
Don't be
front
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
door. Should we go in there or should we stay out? What do you think? Let's get a group opinion.
Terry's just kind of standing off to the side like
Terry.
Didn't Vi
he
say
feels
that
his
B-
world is crumbling down around him.
No.
I think Vi said
Terrence,
that
travel agent.
B team is in there, so
That snaps Terry too, and he just makes a face.
they would probably notice us coming in, which would
Who
be
cares?
great. Well, if we're trying to be secret, wouldn't we care?
Give me 1 second. I pull out. Do we have phones or data
Yeah,
pads?
What do you guys have in the past?
You get out your
You have a beeper?
space pad.
Yeah, I get on my space
My
pad.
space pad.
And I message Vi. I was like, "Hey, you down for a game of mountains now, or are you all still busy on guard duty?"
Yeah, sure. What's up with the thing in memes?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Somebody
Actually, on second thought, can't play right now.
Okay.
Just got called into a meeting. Sorry.
They just send a question mark emoji.
kind of a bad friend, yeah.
I promise, I'll include you more.
You'll get to play eventually, just not right now. I'm using you for information.
Theo's gonna like just search for like a thumbs up gif and probably send something that like in context is not giving the vibe he wants.
You accidentally
It's
click
like-
the wrong one, and it sends the wrong one. You're
It's
like,
one of
"Ah."
us in one of our ads.
It's like all like different like cultural references that like I don't know any of this stuff from this time. Like this one, where it's like his is trying to be like yeah thumbs up, and it's like a sheep is like okay thumbs up.
I say we just walk through the front door. I mean, one, we know there's not one guard, or there's less guards than we thought. Two, if we just say, oh, looks like Draco messed it up, we're here now, what are they going to do?
Call
Speaking
Draco.
of Draco,
Who cares?
I feel like we should care.
he definitely thinks that one of the engines is under my bed. We heard him yelling in his office, so he is probably going to rampage through our rooms.
What is under your bed?
What is under my bed?
Is your room before my room?
How's the ship set up? We never established that.
Whose door's closer?
Your door's closer.
My bedroom is closer than yours.
What's under your bed?
Nothing. I don't keep a problem solver under my bed like you do.
I have to go put some. Jackson like begins freaking out. He goes, "All right, I'll be back in like 5. You guys decide whether or not we should just walk in or decide whatever we got to do. I have to put cartons in the vent." And then he walks away to go because his cigarette stash is under the bed and he's not supposed to have that.
I think he was just checking mine.
He doesn't know it's under yours. It could be under mine.
All right.
All right. While Jackson is doing that, do you guys want to like do your first downtime?
I don't even know what to do for my downtime at this moment.
I'm not even sure if I can escape my eclipse without Terpsichore, because part of it is when someone else mediates your dispute and your habs are able to reconcile their differences. So I don't know if I can do anything.
Can
I
I?
downtime. Well,
Okay.
You just, if your stress reaches 0, you will die,
Okay.
or otherwise not be in the party anymore.
Oh boy.
Can I make a connection with Sally by helping her talk with Terpsichore?
Yeah. Are you trying to get in the hangar?
Yeah. I mean, we have our access cards, and as far as they know, Draco gave us access back.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So you go open the hangar. Immediately.
I just turned.
Captain Chow is on one of those little wheelie seats that Jackson uses all the time.
Is it my wheelie seat?
Who's to say?
I still have the problem solver, by the
I
way.
no, I feel like Jackson like grabs it from you before he goes.
Okay.
Fine.
Got like their. She's got her jumpsuit like wrapped around her waist, and she's working on her engine. She kind of looks up as you guys come in, and
Howdy.
you're not supposed to be in here right now.
Well, my access card let us in, so clearly we're all set.
I didn't hear anything about this.
I just know that my card works. Communication's a problem around here, I've noticed.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask Draco about that really quick.
You know, you can do that, or you can let us do this one thing real quick. She needs to talk to her engine, or she's gonna go insane, and I'm talking banana bonkers.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Barrett. How are you?
Not great.
See? Not great. That's a lot worse than not bad.
Yes.
What's wrong, if I can ask?
You can ask.
But you know what you should do? You shouldn't ask.
Sally, do you want to make some kind of like?
Yeah, I'll try.
You can ask, but you know what you should do? Ask.
Either I can try and be cool and flow, which is not, or I can. I've got flow, analyze, forgive, and empathize. I could beg for forgiveness.
Yeah, you are kind of looking really pathetic right
I
now.
do.
That's kind of your main
Not
angle.
Numbers up, Joe.
I cannot. I can't.
You start like crying and like.
Do you want to like take a stress to help her?
I can't take any more.
Yes, I will take a
Oh, wait,
stress.
stressing helps me, right? Or taking stress helps me?
Stress helps you, yes, but if you
Wait.
hit 0, you explode.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will take a stress.
So you could take stress, you'll remove 2 from your track.
You roll 1, start
So
crying, and explode.
I roll now to help out.
Yeah.
Oh please, oh please, oh please. 4.
Alright, yeah. You translate Sally's reading. Yeah, this is a...
She, you know, as much as she likes waffles, she loves Pancake Day so much more.
I do.
Exactly.
I do like pancake.
You do like
Do you remember
Pancake Day.
Pancake Day?
I do remember Pancake Day.
That was before
that's,
everything.
That's rough.
I want to go back to Pancake Day, Shao.
Is Terpsichore in here? Because that's going to have been a hot debate.
You know,
Right? Terpsichore's in here, right?
Terpsichore is not in here. Which is a double negative if you're following me. Which, again, not in here. We may or may not, maybe even may not, be aware of where Terpsichore is.
Okay. Well, it would probably be helpful to us if you could, get Terpsichore out. So maybe we could just,
Why do you need Terpsichore?
so that the whole, above our heads calms down a little. I don't know if you've noticed, but the climate around here is...
Yeah,
It's not great right
they're
now.
angry at us, not at you guys.
Yeah, but
If you look the other way, I won't say a thing.
Listen. You do what you need to do. So Terpsichore isn't under your bed?
Terpsichore may or may not be under my bed. But I may or may not potentially do or do not know where Terpsichore is. See how I'm confusing her with my big words?
You're doing a great job.
Thanks,
Kind of
Sally.
stares intently at you before going back to working on a poke.
And I just kind of walk backwards towards Terpsichore in the cabinet like, yeah.
Does not look up at you.
So I guess I unlock and take out Terpsichore.
Yeah, so you take out Sally's mom backpack.
No, I'm gonna hold on to your mom for the moment, and we're gonna work this out. All right? I know it's freaky that your mom is currently a backpack. I don't know what'll happen if you touch her.
We could find out.
I feel like that's a
Maybe
really
I
bad
could just
idea.
go in the robot. I just want to
No,
go back in the
no,
robot.
that's not very subtle, Sally. And as hard as being subtle is for me, I'm gonna try it in this moment.
Okay.
We know that Theo may or may not be a descendant of yours, and that's
My
a problem
baby
for
boy.
your baby boy. He's doing great. You feel great about that, right?
No.
Now, what's Let's look at the bright side, right? Your mom may be a backpack of a robot right now, but when she's big, she's a big robot of your mother, right? What that means is your mom isn't dead. She is simply in another state of being.
Backpack state of being.
Yes, right now. But when she is in fact a giant robot and connected to your brain, you are closer than ever. And she knows just how much you love her, and you know how much she loves you because she's been helping you out as a giant robot this whole time.
That's all I want. I just want her back.
All right. Sally's mom. I start talking to the backpack again, hoping Terpsichore can hear me. You are in another state of being that we have now grown to accept.
You're
And
a
I think-
grandma.
Actually, yes. Apparently, you will be at some point. Can you unfurl and start talking to Sally again? And I just kind of put Terpsichore on the ground and take a couple steps back.
All right. Ooh.
Terry's getting philosophical tonight.
I, in another state of being, I think you're talking about like it's a fish that died the other night.
Just moved
She
on.
went to a farm upstate.
Okay.
Terry doesn't do parents well, especially now that he found out his dad may or may not have been friends and or lovers with General Draco, because you do not make someone your password unless you are very close.
Yeah.
Is this a couple of pals? Oh, my good friend.
Couple of bug buddies. Bug boys.
Historians will say they were really good friends.
Historians will call them roommates.
So does any of that do anything to make Terpsichore react?
Trying to figure out. Let's see.
And potentially reconnect their brains?
The backpack just goes like. You seen that one like picture of the waffle that just goes.
Yeah, it's like the piece of bread standing up that falls over.
It's a bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there's anything specific we need to do for Eclipse, because I keep not reading the rules and regretting it later.
Well, I know with like mine, it's just like someone has to show me the beauty of something. So like.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
Look at this plastic bag just floating in the wind. It's so beautiful. Sunset in the Target parking lot. If you ever get sad, I'm gonna take you
Guys,
to the nearest space
people-
Target.
Okay,
The name Connecticut is in the store's name. All right, they don't even know we're from here anymore.
so you can go ahead and make a roll.
Any type of role?
It's Tabletop Gaming Center. We are not Connecticut Tabletop Gaming Center.
Tabletop Gaming CT.
Ooh.
That's
That's our.
Oh
socials.
boy. I don't know what to use here. I have
I can
defy,
grant you
perceive,
a-
analyze, and flow.
I can grant you a plus.
Flow? You're definitely going with the flow.
Oh
here.
wait, you have a link with me.
I have 2 links with
You
you.
have a link.
How much do you care about your own mother?
I'm gonna
Should
spend my
could
2
do-
links on you.
Feels like a one link.
I feel like could I use the link to roll empathize? I'll be at a disadvantage, but
Yeah.
would that be better? Or should I go with flow since I
I'd
have
accept
one?
flow. You're definitely.
Okay.
I think this is definitely Terry going with the just saying things.
Oh, you're
that sound
spending
good.
2 links
I
on
have
me.
2 links
Okay.
with you, so yeah.
I guess we're going 3 dice then.
Oh boy, come on, Mom.
I got a 1, a 5, and 3.
Yay!
You failed me, mushroom boy.
Cool. So there's a pause, and then you hear kind of like a click and a whir, and the backpack sort of expands like one those little like pills you put in the water to make like a little
Like the dinosaur.
yeah, it does that, and now it is Terpsichore in all 40 feet of her glory.
Oh my god, I'm a therapist.
Terry! And I give Terry a big hug.
I'm gonna house rule it that you don't gain any links because you were busy
That's fine.
therapizing.
Yeah.
But Terpsichore looks at you, Sally, and you hear in your brain, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
It's
okay.
I didn't mean to.
It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. We're okay now. It's fine.
Sally?
Terry.
I take it you now have enough marbles to play a game of jacks going on in that brain?
Yeah.
Cool! Problem solved!
So since we are in downtime when
Yeah.
your eclipse ends, you get to clear your whole stress track.
Oh!
Baby!
I guess it's a good thing I did that.
Thank you. Oh,
Such a
man.
beautiful way with words. No, Marvels play a whole game of jacks.
Got a bug.
And I used like triple, quadruple negatives to talk this shit
It was
out.
perfect. It was perfect.
Ugh.
Captain Joe just kind of.
Now sees Terpsichore expand, and I just look over his out.
Captain! Captain, we found her.
We did, in fact, and may or may not have just found Terpsichore.
You look less banana bonkers.
Hey, see? Other people say it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel good.
All right. Who else would like to take their downtime action?
Could I make preparations
Yes.
by trying to go to a part of the ship that's usually off limits to me?
Yes.
Ooh.
Sure. Where do you want to go?
See, I don't think Theo has necessarily thought that far ahead.
You're just like wandering
Just
around
wanna
to see what
find-
happens.
I'm just like, I'll find one of those doors that usually beeps and flashes a red light at me when I put my key card next to it. But I think he also has in his mind that like list of like lost stuff from Draco's desk, and like wants to see if like where was that stuff supposed to be? Is there like replacements? Can I like check any of that out?
Yeah, I would say probably like where they stored this kind of stuff for the like simplicity of our actual map of the ship. It's probably in engineering. So you head on down over there.
You can stop through the mess hole and pick up waffles on your way.
Yeah, so you head over. You are just enjoying like tapping your key card all over everything and like getting through doors. You know, you get to take some secret access hallways that are mostly just for like the janitors. You're like, awesome. You find your way into like engineering and then pass into like this big like multi-story storage room where they keep, you know, the weapons for people who don't have engines. And you notice right away there's kind of this big wall where they're keeping these little like almost like turrets of some sort.
Sick.
And there's like a whole row of them missing. As you saw in your space embezzlement document.
And just check, like, does it look like this area, like this is where they would have been when the attack happened and where they would have gotten damaged?
Yeah. It looks like.
Does it look like that damage occurred?
No, like again, you'd be in a spacesuit at this
Right.
point and floating around, and like some of them are a little like loose and out of place, and they might have needed like a little bit of recalibration or whatever, but they're not like smashed or destroyed. And like maybe that bottom row would have sustained some damage, but you really doubt that it was like significant enough to warrant like putting them in an incinerator.
Yeah, this seems like something really fishy is going on. While I'm here, can I just like to do the make preparations aspect of this?
Yes.
Just kind of like get my own kind of like personal stock, like where everything is, and make sure that like the stuff that is here is in like working condition, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, there's definitely a significant chunk of it like missing. But there's still things in here. Like you didn't go crazy taking everything.
Nice.
For the most part, it matches your little space embezzlement ledger.
Great. And then yeah, do I roll for the preparations?
Yeah, I think with that you get to ask questions off your sheet,
Ooh, okay.
but you roll first to see how many questions you
Great.
get to ask.
So can I do analyze?
Yeah, absolutely.
4.
4. Okay, so you get to ask one question and one follow-up question.
Okay, and so the questions from my
Yep, under gather information.
What really happened here?
The answer, please.
You would guess perhaps the answer lies in your memes folder.
Yeah, that's fair. No follow-up.
Okay, great. All right.
Yeah, Terry does, or not Terry. Theo does some, low gravity backflips, and then heads back to the rest of the space station.
Cool, yeah. You kind of like trip as like the gravity works a little sooner than you thought it would, but nobody sees. You're like, all right.
I've got, so we get 2?
Yes.
Okay, so I've got plans.
Okay.
I would like to, so one of them would be to go to engineering and work on a long-term project, which is upgrading I was going to try and upgrade the ship a bit. Is that that's a long-term project, right? Is to upgrade?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing I was going to do was go to the training facility and make a connection with Terry.
Okay. Engineering is not active yet, so you can't.
I'm sorry. I thought I have it as active, but it's not. So it's
No, I think we have training facility,
Just
observatory, mess hall.
all right. Well, never mind. I was just.
You can work on engineering
I could work on engineering.
as your long-term.
I'll work on that instead.
Okay, so yeah, you head down to engineering. You see Theo doing some flips on your way in.
Somebody did see me.
I think it was cool. Are you winning, son?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
You're normal again?
I feel I feel a lot better. Thank you. I say that in your brain.
Terry, why am I here?
It's the Terry show now, baby.
Everyone is Terry.
Girl by Terry.
You're doing it because I keep
Terry
doing
by
that.
Moonlight.
Terry
Also
by
good.
Moonlight. It's like werewolves.
Yeah. I'm Terry.
Werewolves. They're
Can we-
werewolves.
Can we do an I'm Terry Travail all together on the count? One,
1,
two,
2, 3.
I'm Terry Travail.
All right. Okay.
Yes, I'm feeling a
Yeah.
lot
Not
better.
Terry. Theo,
Yes.
like, lets out a breath. And just, like, it gets a little, like, teary-eyed. I was so worried about you.
And I give you a big hug. But we're
Yeah,
just
he just,
making-
like, fully, like, embraces her. I didn't know what to do, and I knew you needed to get back to Terpsichore, and I did everything I could.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm so glad you're better.
I'm so glad to be back. It was not a good time being by myself, but I am back to being myself, if that makes sense.
And I'm really sorry. I know.
You don't have to be sorry, Theo. It's okay.
No,
Thank you.
I kind of dismissed you, and I shouldn't, because you're a genius and you know what you're talking about, and so.
I won't let it happen again. We're not going to let it happen again. It's going to be okay. But thank
Okay.
you.
Well, have fun.
Yeah, I'm
then.
going to try and fix this place up.
Oh, great! I could use it.
Yeah, it could. We don't have any gravity here.
Hey, would you like to roll to fix engineering?
I'd like to roll the fix
Because you
engineering.
just start hitting everything with wrenches.
Yeah, just roll any, like one. just
Whatever you
any-
want to roll. If it's
I got analyze.
That makes
It's a
sense
good
to me.
one for finding 2.
okay, you
Wasn't
gain
it?
2 segments on the upgrade chart.
Oh, good.
It's not nothing.
It feels like nothing.
All right, and then
And then my other one was I was going to go to the training facility, which we did get.
yes,
And I was going to go see if Terry wanted to go work out. I feel much better now, and it's all thanks to Terry. So I was going to be like, hey,
would you like to use your other downtime action to
Actually,
montage?
yeah, that would be great because I have no XP in Sun.
Cool. All right, so you both
not to
put on
not
your
to hang out with me. You're just like, ooh,
you put on your
experience.
sweatbands, and you've got your little leg warmers on,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Terry is a leg warmer guy.
and you're doing Zumba all up in there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a great time.
Yeah. There's a montage. You guys do like a cool clap into the air together at the end.
Yeah.
It freeze frames. And you gain 2 XP in Sun.
Woo!
All right.
In the back of their freeze frame, you just see Jackson kind of show up and like with his gym stuff and like look and go, okay.
Do I get to roll to
Oh,
see if I
your cigarettes were big gone, by the way.
They were?
Yeah, they're gone.
He's going to go work out this week. Like you guys, while you guys are like kind of decompressing, I don't know. You're behind you. You just hear
Oh boy.
Like an angry teen
like
boy.
like you guys watch as like the sandbag like starts to rip off the hook.
Aw.
All right, you gain 2 XP in Sun.
Do I get to roll for make a connection or no? Because I'm making a connection in there. Is that not how that works? I just
I
wanted
don't think
to.
that's how that
I
works.
think because you're spending the downtime action to get those XP.
Okay.
Yeah.
think
Okay.
you give
So
it
yeah,
up.
we're just hanging out. Love it.
Okay. And that leaves Jackson and Theo with downtime to spare. Who would like to go first?
And then we as a ship, are doing to make preparations.
Yeah, you
right
can decide
now.
who's going to do this
Okay,
amongst
yeah.
yourselves.
Perfect.
I think I gotta go bomb with hoverboard.
Okay.
Jackson like pulls up in his workout gear. His like hands
Bloody knuckles.
his like no, his hands are like wrapped. He's responsible when he practices.
Covered in sand
He's
for some
covered in
reason.
like there's like a dusting of sand on his feet from like it falling. And he walks in with like his boxing shoes and like his pre-workout that says something like poison in big letters on it, right? And he walks up and he just scans in and it just the doors, I imagine, right? They open.
Yeah, like. Captain Chow looks up at you and just kind of like,
What?
open door around here, I guess.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
work
doing
here.
Just don't cause trouble.
When do I ever?
She is fully on your wheelchair, by the way.
Is her back turned? I turned.
Yes.
Jackson, like, before she can wheel anywhere, shoves a foot under one of the wheels, like stopping it from moving, and like pulls it closer and goes, out of my chair.
She like whips around before you do with her cool slow move and just like pushes herself
It's
away.
so funny
It's
because
like,
she majorly outranks him.
sorry, this is the good one.
That's why it's my chair.
She points to one that's like got like foam bursting out of it and like duct tape peeling off of it. She's like, you're gonna have to use that one today.
Okay, so Jackson has no nicotine. His boyfriend is a bug. His dad hates him. He's having
Would
a
you
bad
still love
day.
me if I was a bug?
Always.
He is going to like grab it by the foam and try to rip it in half. The chair, just like rip it.
Well, now you have no chair. That's really unfortunate.
He goes, my chair. Get out of it.
I mean, your chair is in two pieces.
Get out of
on
my
the floor.
chair.
I think you need to work on the aggression, Captain.
Commander Zhao, I am having a terrible day.
I can see that.
Right? Get out of my chair.
You
I
tend
don't
to think a
touch-
lot of things
I-
are yours and
Yeah,
your station and people you can
My-
boss them around and
Let's stop. Look, I keep out of your team's business, right? I do, for the most part. Way less than I should. So, either get out of my chair, or I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm mad. My cigarettes got taken away, right? I'm mad. Everybody's getting mad at me despite the fact that me and my team just got the biggest Leviathan kill on record, right? I'm having a terrible day, Commander Zhao. It's really bad. And all you have to do, all you have to do, right? Person who is above me and more responsible is get out of that chair and find a different chair. Because that's my chair. The chair I've had for the past 5 years of being here is that chair. I take really good care of that chair. You'll notice because it's well maintained. Because unlike the rest of you idiots, I don't bully these chairs. That's my chair. Now, until you treat your chair better, I would like my chair.
I know you failed to realize this because there's many things that sort of just. I have been using this chair for 7 years.
Why have you been using my chair behind my back?
For 7 years? Let's run some numbers.
Let's run
Captain.
some numbers. I replaced the wheel spokes. What did you do to that chair?
I've also
You
replaced the
ordered
wheels.
it.
I keep it oiled. I've polished the leather a few times. Look, there's a little stitch I put in it when someone tore it.
Someone.
Yeah, someone.
So that's how that stitch appeared.
Yes.
I was going to do it myself.
At this point, Hoverboard will kind of just like get out of her hanger and come over to you and like put a hand on you.
He's like steaming, and he's like, "It's the one thing. It's the one thing I have control of right now is this chair." But he goes,
She kinda
"You know
gives
what?"
You a pat, like, I know.
He goes, "Fine, fine. My bad. It's your chair." He walks away.
She goes back to working on her engine.
Like, as he and Hoverboard kind of walk, he goes, and he just kind of like squats on the ground and just like holds his head like this.
She will pat your back as gently as she can. Still kind of like squashing you a little every time, but you know.
How have things been around here?
She points at Terpsichore and kind of gives a little shrug. A little like,
Okay, you and I are on the same page. I'm pissed off at that, right? Yes. The bug. I mean, you gotta be a little mad, right? I mean, she lied to us. Right? She lied to us. She lied to us. It's not even just somebody in a grave lied to us. Right? Agnes is gone, and Sam is gone. And she knew. And she sat there and said nothing. And only chose to reveal herself when the going got tough. I know I'm mad about the chair thing, right? But the chair isn't really what I'm mad about, all right?
She kind of motions like a, I gathered.
Right, it's not about the chair, right? This place...
She reaches into her own, like, chest cavity, and she finds a completely, like, spent butt of a cigarette and hands it to you.
She like takes it.
Smoking inside hoverboard.
He takes it and he goes like, "Thank you." But
It's, like, completely smushed from being in her hand,
oh
too.
yeah, no, he's holding it just performatively. he goes like, "It's not about the chair, right? That's not the point. The point isn't it's a chair. It's that it's my chair, right? Commander Zhao is in here when she has to be. I'm in here all the time, right? I'm working on you. I'm working on Icarus. I'm working on Terpsichore. I'm doing work on every engine in here, right? My head is constantly spinning, right? And suddenly, the second I'm not allowed in here, she starts acting like the place is hers, right? And it's not like this place is mine and mine alone. It's all of ours. But they haven't pulled their weight, right? I'm just annoyed. I spent the past year doing
She's not. She's kind of, like, staring at you blankly. She has not moved.
And like Jackson like finds like a terrible rickety wooden chair, he sits down in it and kind of like, and he goes, "It's not the chair isn't."
She walks away. She goes and finds, like, the TV remote. She starts trying to push it with her big finger.
You're gonna break the TV remote, HB. HB, hand me the remote. HB.
She hands it to you. And then she sits down next to you.
I kind of like clench it and I go, "I know you can't talk back to me. I get it. I know this is our time to connect, and I want to connect with you, right? But just... I know we're not spore-linked or whatever these weirdos are, right? But just at least tell me you understand. Like, I don't know what your relationship was like with Sam or Agnes, but it's frustrating to know that the person, well, I don't want to say most mad at, that's probably my dad, but that person is just there, right? I don't know. Just tell me you at least get it somewhat.
She, like, takes a little finger and, like, pats your head.
That's good enough. Let's
Kind of glances at the TV.
Okay. Do you have a preference? And I pull out like the movies and I like dust them off. Sci-fi, thriller.
She doesn't really know much about movies, but she tries to pick one that looks, like, calming to humans. One that looks very smiley and sunshiny.
She picks the thriller.
It's like an animated, like, thing about unicorns or something that you just have lying around here. It's not even yours. It's probably like Vi's.
I'm alive.
Is this our box? Whatever. He puts it in and he kind of sits down. And he just stares.
She gives you a thumbs up as you watch this unicorn film about, like, love and, you know, friendship.
I think at the end of it, like, there's like in the film, like there's this moment where like, I'm going to go be with the real fairies and my real parents, and like the unicorn is having a moment, and Jackson is like laying on what is Hoverboard's thigh, and going, "That's right, Magic Sparkle, you go!"
And I'm just imagining Zhao across the hangar like, what is happening today?
Do you want to roll for your make connection with Hoverboard?
Yeah, this feels expressing
Yeah,
myself.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Come on, something good.
Oh, all that.
You know, it's really her taking care of you at this point, and not really. You do get your, I think that's 2 links with her,
We take it. We take those.
unless you want to spend them on restoring her. You could put it into I'll let you put it into recovering her.
Say, where's her strength
It's on the little like spaceship one.
Alright. That's bad. Is a full recovery clock like fully like
No, it's like one notch.
this game is so punishing for being so like cutesy. Jesus.
Yeah, it's harsh.
I don't know. You know what? Sure, we'll recover. I feel like that's. I mean, what do you? I want to get a table opinion here. What do you guys think would be better, having the more dice to roll in future scenarios,
What's your strength at?
or strength?
She's at
What's
1
your-
out of 3 right now.
It's at no, she's at 2, I think, or is she at 1?
I have her at 1 right now.
Oh, then she's at 1.
I think
Which I think means, means you should put something into recovery before we're the ones pulling you out of the mouth of a silverfish.
Her recovery is already
No
at 2,
offense.
I think.
Yeah, so if you add 2, it'll fill back in.
Okay, yeah,
get to
we'll
2.
That's
just
a good
we'll just
idea.
fully reset
I
everything
think
here,
so.
get her back.
You know,
up
so
to
she's
full.
at 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
She's feeling better after watching this movie with you.
I'm
Alright.
watching you cry.
I feel like he's cried in front of her like multiple times. Like this
Oh,
is
yeah.
not new for Jackson.
it's the only time.
He cries at movies. He lets himself be emotionally available when no one is seeing him.
Except Captain Shaw. And presumably Arlo's in there somewhere. But
Well, they're too socially embarrassed to say everybody.
They're
They're
B
not gonna-
team, who cares?
They're B team. They don't exist.
I think you have the last one before we move into the extras.
Yeah, so Theo also has an engine he needs to bond with.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right,
Britstorm
'cause
is
Britstorm is
not
like-
looking great.
No, yeah. There were some problems.
There were.
So he's gonna head to the hangar and make sure he gets his money's worth out of this keycard access.
Yeah, you waltz in. Captain Shaw doesn't even look up this time. She just kind of rolls her eyes and goes back to using her wrench on her engine. Britstorm is still inactive in his little spot. You see
Yeah.
they're watching some sort of old movie about unicorn friendship.
But the second Theo enters the like threshold of the door, Jackson is sitting up straight. It looks like he hasn't been crying. He's like mastered this at this point. He's just totally straight faced, and he goes, "You,
Hey, Cap.
how you doing?"
Just coming to try and get Britstorm back up and running.
Yeah. You can talk to your engine now?
Apparently,
Interesting. What's that like?
confusing.
I imagine that would be and no and I look at hoverboard and I go, no shade. That feels like it would be really, really confusing.
It's kind of like conversing with a child who has multiple PhDs.
Well, you know what? I get the childish part. He kind of looks at her and he's mad.
Unicorn friends. Unicorn friends.
She's like, at this point, she's like in front of the TV like this.
Yeah.
Like she's just totally not
Protecting
looking at
each
Jackson.
other until the end.
And like she's like, he kind of, and Jackson looks at you like this and he goes, "Yeah, I get the immaturity. Yeah, I get that." Look, it's. I mean, have you talked to them before? Like, talked out loud? Because that's something like I know how to do. Do you ever say what you're thinking up here, out?
I mean, not usually.
It's gonna be weird at first, but the approach I've found is, look, I don't know about Sally and Terpsichore Mom, but I do know that hoverboard is both, an extension of me and her own thing. You gotta give them their time, right? Treat it like you're talking to Terry or Sally or me, right?
Okay.
You got it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm watching Kino. He sits back down.
Have fun.
He would not get that reference.
Yes, Theo goes over to Britstorm.
All right. Yeah. So you are This is a specific helping an engine recover thing you're doing,
Okay.
which I believe functions similarly to just, Oh, bond with an engine, I believe. When you bond with an engine, you make a connection. Yep, okay. So you go over, he is inactive in his little hangar bay. His little eyes are dark and his head is down.
So Theo starts going through just the normal, maintenance and repair procedures. Getting the equipment out, but also while he's going through all this, checking all the systems, also just talking out loud, trying to I don't know if you can hear me right now, but I know this last mission was tough, and I probably made some bad calls, but I want you to know that I appreciate you, and even though things didn't work out the way we wanted them to, you fought amazing, and you pushed yourself as far as you could to keep me safe. And I want you to know that I'm here as part of this team as well, and I'm gonna do everything I need to do to keep you safe. So, we're in this together, buddy. Whatever that means.
All right. Do you want to make some kind of roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna do confess.
Sure.
Six.
Hey. Okay. So yeah, you kind of put a little hand on Brickstorm, and you feel very connected. You're kind of, it's almost indescribable. You feel like you're almost lending him your strength in this weird sort of poetic, but also physical way that you can feel. And I believe he regains 4 on his recovery check, so that should loop around once from wherever it was, and he gains back a strength. And he, as you put your hand on him and sort of feel this connection, he powers up and raises his head. And he looks at you for a minute. He's quiet for a minute. And then you hear, "That was so cool!" We were and you were "Whatcha?" And then we were we narrowly escaped. It was very cool. We're getting so good at this.
That was pretty cool, wasn't
It
it?
was really cool. We're getting really good at being action heroes. It's your games. But I get to play. It's so cool.
All right, well, glad to have you back up and running. And can't wait for our next cool mission.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So you guys have 2 last make preparations. You can decide if anyone feels strongly they should have those.
I'm good. I have solved our
If anyone
Sally
wants to read
problem.
any folders.
Yes.
Yeah, can I take one of those to maybe read the documents?
Yeah.
That
Oh wait, that's right. Yeah,
Acquired.
we got the.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of question mark reacts on the file that you sent in your server. You go, now that you have some time, over to your desk, and you open it up. Yeah, you go through, there's several untitled folders, and it takes you a while because they branch and stuff, and you have to just find the right series of branches to go. This is clearly how he thinks computer security works. You hit a branch where there's 3 of them, and you have to figure out which one to go into.
Door number 1, door number 2, door number 3.
And eventually you find the right series of untitled folders to go into. And you find a series of unlabeled text files.
Yeah, I start opening them up and
Yeah.
see if there's anything interesting.
You see one, it says, Fleet Admiral Jackson, we have reason to believe we've detected some sort of disturbance on the moon, quite large. Us here at the California team are considering if we should attack this together as a unit, please advise. And then another one's like, Admiral Jackson, just confirming that you received our correspondence about the disturbance. We have reason to believe there are multiple disturbances on the moon, as we found organic and inorganic material that doesn't make sense. And then a couple of these. Other things just about, like, basic information that should have made it to Fleet Admiral Jackson. Kind of anytime you're like, why doesn't my dad know this? It's there.
Didn't like it. I know it's not my preparation. I'm sorry. Did you describe it in like a way of like he's getting it stolen from him? Like
Yeah, as if they're like, Fleet Admiral Jackson, we haven't heard from you. We are going to consider this from another angle, as clearly you're busy right now. You know, I know your team has a lot to worry about. You've just lost a member. Perhaps we can reevaluate if the threat level increases.
Either way, we turn an 8-man job into a 4-man job, and we take those wins. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Technically 16, because they do have 2 teams there, too.
16-man job.
Like a corkscrew.
Like a corkscrew.
Yeah, and then again, like, Fleet Admiral, we've noticed that there are strange, like, inorganic materials located on the backside of the moon that are not accounted for. You know.
Great. So Theo, like, pulls all of these files on his local machine, and then she's like, okay, way more people notice this folder than I was expecting. And so he replaces all the, like, text files in the, like, copy on the server with just meme pictures of his player character in Mountains of Mythos, with just, like, text being like, you thought this would be something cool, didn't you?
It's like a future thing. It's like me when I squeeb, and everybody's like, what is this?
Yeah, all, like,
And it all
decipher-
says just bottom text on the bottom.
There's, like, now a couple of facepalm reacts now that it's, like, edited.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that is what you have found. You can ask a question, or well, you can make the roll to ask a question if you would like.
Yeah, I'm trying to analyze. 5.
Okay.
That's not squeeb.
So once again, one question, one follow-up question.
I'm gonna go try and take this from my, like, future knowledge base, and see, like, what do I remember about like the moon and a giant Leviathan in the moon? This seems like the kind of thing that would make the history books.
Yeah, you're thinking and you're really racking your mind for a bit. And, like, there isn't any mention of, like, the moon and Big Leviathan that you can think of. After sort of, like, really thinking about it for a bit, you think, you remember there was talk of several, like, very small, like, counter-rebellion groups that were formed and taken care of, in that very, like, flowy history book way. They're like, some people didn't like the war, but nonetheless, and you're like,
Are we complicit in war crimes?
It's giving me more of an assimilate or die kind of vibe that's happening.
Okay. And then for follow-up, is that, like, free-form question?
I'd
or is
say
that...
yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna puzzle that.
What... I think, do I remember anything about General Jackson's dad? Like, how do I have any information about, like, what do I remember about his military career in relation to, like, these big battles and stuff?
Yeah. Again, you're really thinking about it. And what you can kind of remember is there's a long, like, this was a long, long war that you remember, to the point where it's hard to remember, like, there's a long list of fleet admirals. And somewhere there at the beginning was Fleet Admiral Eightful.
Okay. Just like message the team like, hey guys, I learned some things.
Like, as in, like, we go to see you, or?
I mean, you're like right across the room.
So we just know all this stuff now as a group, or?
I think I just gave like a vague like, I learned some things. We've got time to chat.
I like put the pad down and I go, Theo, I'm right here.
Everyone else looks up.
Why did you let everybody know?
Well, I don't see why you can't get waffles from the mess hall on your own.
It's gonna be like one of those big dramatic meetings that you guys always call.
It's waffle from the just okay. You gotta be more honest about that.
It's about your dad.
Shut up! Shut up! Oh my God!
You're talking about lying. Okay. I think that our heroes are going to take some time to have waffles in the mess hall. And while we do that, that is where we're going to take our break. We'll see you very soon in about... Hey, welcome back. When last we left our heroes off, they were on their way to Waffle Wednesday to discuss some mysterious documents they found in General Draco's office.
All right, and so that's how I found out that Draco has been possibly intercepting messages to Fleet Admiral Waffle.
Oh, wow. That's a big find.
Yeah, it seemed pretty important, which is why I sent a message to everybody.
Thanks.
Because I wanted to be involved in one of these secret meetings.
You're involved in every single one of them we've had so far.
Technically, yes.
I suppose this is the only one you've been zoned in for. I suppose this is the only one 2 out of 4 have been zoned in for.
So what do you guys want to do with this?
I feel like there's more information that needs to be brought forward in this moment that I might be able to help with in a possible way.
Mm-hmm.
And Terry kind of reaches in his back pocket. He doesn't grab the handwritten note. That's still his. But he grabs the paper with Liam's like final mission report. And he has both of them and he puts them on the table and he goes, "We know that Draco's been intercepting stuff to your dad, but your dad's signature is on that, but not on the other one. There are 2 reports here. Your dad signed off on one. The other one is blank." Just a little something we found.
What's it say?
Yeah, so you take a look through them, you know, you do some little spot the differences. And you notice the one that is unsigned by your dad, you know, it talks about Liam. It says that he decided to take a unofficial solo mission to go investigate some disturbances on the moon and was lost. The edited version just kind of like takes out the moon part and is like space junk in a different area. And that one is signed by your papa.
And can we assume that Terry read this before handing it over?
Yeah, I don't know if you notice the difference. That's really up to you to say.
So, if I read that correctly, and you know we know reading is not my strong suit, Liam might have gone after Sam before we did. Right, Liam died second, right? Sam died first, then Liam?
Yes,
Yeah.
Liam died, I think, at least a full year later.
Yeah. So, it seems like Liam might have also been out in that space junk or on the moon at some point. What, do we know what, bug Liam's thing was?
You know that his engine was named Genesis. It was a pretty basic, like, beetle.
So,
Yeah.
So, just real quick, to make sure David Player is getting this right. The implication is that Draco has been intercepting communications between people who are trying to get to Admiral Eiffel, and because of that, his dad has been working with like essentially a half chess set of like he's not
Yeah.
Okay. Jackson like looks at both documents and he goes,
Your dad knows about this in some type of way, because one's signed by him. Everything Theo found, though, that's...
he unhooks the cover on his holster and he just... Okay, let's shoot him.
What if we started by talking to your dad?
I also want to ask, who were you implying we shoot?
Draco.
That's
or my
what-
dad if we're...
The fact that you mused that over concerns me, but that's a whole other can of worms.
Look, I'm just thinking like...
While I would love to shoot Draco, I would like to find out why my dad's name was his password.
Look,
You would hear in your head, now that you're back up and running.
Yeah.
I don't know about this, to be fair, but maybe there's some sort of answer that you're looking for on the moon before we go shooting people. You know, maybe we just want to make sure we shoot the right person, if at all.
I just got a message from Terpsichore.
Oh, that's right, I hate that.
It's so nice that she's back. And she's suggesting we go back out there and see what else we can find now that we have a little more information, and now that we know that the Leviathan that was there is dead. It would be very stealthy. We can try and see if we can find Liam there too.
well... Appreciate the advice. Terpsichore does not command this unit.
What do you want? Do you want to find out what happened?
I want to think for a second.
I mean, the
So-
assumption would be that Liam just ended up like Sam, I assume.
Well, that's the assumption, but...
And I wasn't looking for him when I was analyzing the debris clouds,
But
so...
it's a white debris cloud, right? There's only so many things that can be debris, right?
We didn't
Look,
search the moon very well. We just searched the debris.
right. I get it. It's a solid piece of advice. Here's my problem. The commander of a multi-billion-dollar spaceship that we are living in is currently working with half a deck.
Mm-hmm.
Half of my problems have come from a lack of information between the two of us that could have probably resulted because he has half a deck. Because one of the commanders has subverted the chain of command and been lying to us and stealing from him.
So you think the solution is shooting him instead of talking to him and figuring this out? Maybe doing
Well,
some investigations?
I think
We could
shooting
always
him
threaten Draco at gunpoint.
I think shooting him is the easy thing to do. And we all know that the easy thing to do has kind of gotten us screwed multiple times. And so I'm not saying Terpsichore is wrong. Now, for the record, not really jonesing to get advice from your mother right now, but heard, listened to, understood. Here's what I think we do. I think, before we go off, do the same thing again. Inevitably get caught. Get our passes taken away. Have to hack into somebody else's computer. Have to get the problem solver. Have to clean the problem solver. Have to get the lie to clean the problem solver.
If I may, I think obviously unauthorized mission to the moon part 1 resulted in a lot of, trouble for us. But we kind of have the upper hand now.
You're right.
We go out, we do the mission, we figure stuff out. When we get back, Draco starts causing a problem for us. We have the dirt on him.
That's great. What happens when we find if we find nothing? And
Then
we
we
look
s-
like a bunch of
We
unfounded.
still have the information.
Well, that's all great, but then we have to explain why we broke into his office and slammed a wrench through a safe.
There has to be a reason he's doing these things. We don't know why, and I don't think that shooting him is going to find out why. I think that we should find out what's going on here. Why would he keep your dad out of the loop? Why would he do the things he's doing?
I'm not exactly saying we don't go to the moon. I think, you got the right idea, but you're 2 steps ahead. Here's the facts as I understand them, right? Think about it like this. We have, and Jackson starts like taking the little fingerling potatoes, or like little tiny potatoes he has, and he goes like, we have my dad.
Potato.
My dad. Under my dad, we have Draco. Under Draco, we have Zhao. Under Zhao, we have me. And under me, we have you dorks. Right? This is the current chain of command. This is how information should flow. It should flow from him, to her, to me, to you guys. Right? Currently, we have somebody butting in and intercepting. Meanwhile, this group knows fully well that this is happening. Seen and observed, right? We see this break in the chain of command. He doesn't know we see it yet. I don't think hopping in our massive engines, jumping off ship, and doing a bunch of stuff, and coming back and waving it in his face and going, aha, is the smart move. I think the smart move is maybe to get the victim of this whole thing in on what's happening.
You think your dad's the only victim in this?
We're all victims, but I think he's the highest ranking. And more importantly, he would be the most pissed.
This is just a thought. Just a thought. We have been known to, on occasion, split up and do things at the same time as a group. I could, because this would not be out of character from my reckless nature, to take Icarus, fly to the moon, while you guys go and talk to your dad. 2 birds, 1 moment.
Question. We have the information. We don't need to have a conversation about this. We can get in our engines, go do this mission, and just send a message on our way out. And, you know, for all of your problems with your dad, he's a competent man. We get him the information, he can get this ball rolling while we do our jobs.
We could just set your you could set your dad on the idea that Draco's hiding things from him, which should be a big enough distraction for us to go to the moon.
That's what I'm thinking, is if he knows, right, at the very least, hey, this could be a thing, we're going to go see if there's more evidence, right, more solid evidence to it, right? I think he'd turn the other way when it came to us acting Maverick this time, right? And I think more importantly, he would take care of things on the ground around here and maybe get that ball rolling while we're gone. Normally, you guys understand, I don't trust my dad as far as I can throw him, right? But I do know a couple things. In our house, there was a rule. You tell the king everything. When the king didn't know what was happening in his castle, the king got pissed. Threatened to shoot you.
I'm beginning to understand a little more about General.
Man,
That's
I
fine.
thought you and your mom were weird.
Point is,
Did your dad threaten to shoot you?
yes.
Again, a can of worms we should open at another time.
Maybe
not
we
when-
shouldn't tell the man who's threatening to shoot people until we have a better sense of what's going on. 'Cause maybe people will get shot that we get shot. Just a suggestion.
And I don't want anyone to get shot.
Talking to your mom again.
Yes, I'm talking to my mom again.
Again, appreciate the input, but this really just trying to think this out for ourselves here.
Again, I can just go to the moon. Everyone will be like, that's just Terry. That's a Terry thing. A Terry moment, if you will. Yes.
You're right. Well,
Theo, how long has this been going on? We had records for like years? Decades? After, do we know?
That's a good question. When I
I mean, what you found was since the damage to the ship.
Since it's like that was recent.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
right?
It's hard to say, like, whether maybe he just didn't keep a lot of files or what.
I wonder if... You said these files are from the California team?
Yeah.
We haven't heard from them, at least as far as I was aware. And this is kind of everything that we went through. You didn't know. You couldn't have. You have an idea?
Thinking things through.
You can see the ball kicking around in your noggin, Terry.
You said we haven't heard from the California team in a while, as far as you're aware, and they had the same information we had. I don't know much about them, but could they have gone up there potentially?
We would have seen more corpses.
Some things.
Theoretically, we would have seen more corpses, but we don't know how the Leviathan is being sustained on the moon.
And that thing is
You
enormous.
think it was eating engines?
Well, we also didn't go to the dark side of the moon. We just went to that thing and got out of there. We got out of Dodge real quick.
No, you guys are right.
That thing could be littered with the bodies of people. And again, Liam went up there.
And this time we know what we're looking for. We didn't know that there was anything but Sam, so when we found him, we went back
All right.
after we bisected the Leviathan. But we have more information.
Heard. All right. Okay. How's your engine look?
It's operational.
Define operational.
It moves. Look, I can't. I'm gonna have to be more careful, but I can do this.
I don't want to send you out into space if you have something like a cracked hull or.
It's good. I've gotten up and running.
Okay.
If you need to hang back, we understand. We'll just make sure that we talk to each other, and maybe you can focus on recovery instead of being out there and punching things in the face.
Sally, I can do this.
I know you can.
I think he's got this.
Hopefully there's nothing to punch in the face up there.
Okay. Now. Couple of housekeeping things. Do we want to do divide and conquer, or do we want to just go? If we're facing consequences, we might as well face them. What do you guys think?
It sounds like there might be a lot of stuff up there that might be difficult for one person to bring back, or two people to bring back. We may as well go together and face what's there head on.
We're a team. We fight as a team.
All right.
Nothing like a trip through the cold vacuum of space.
Yeah. Final thing. Okay, I don't know what's going on between the two of you, but the motherly look you just gave him gave me the heebie-jeebies. So,
Just because you don't have that kind of relationship with your family doesn't mean that I can't. Proud of you.
I'm gonna go get Icarus ready to go. And you know what? I'll see you guys in space. And Terry just gets up, takes his plate of waffles he was eating, and just walks on.
All right.
Jackson just kind of goes, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that, and he's just going to get up and walk.
Of course you are.
All right. Are we going to the moon?
Going to the moon.
We're going to the moon!
Let's go to the moon.
To the moon!
It's where the wizard came from.
Maybe. All right.
He wouldn't get that.
Jackson wants to do something.
Okay.
He wants to set up a little thing.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
All right, Jackson kind of pulls everybody over, and he goes, all right, emergency plan B. Tech guy. Maybe set up like a button or like a dead man switch in case, not if we don't make it back, because I'm sure one of us will, right? But if something happens, or if we want to, maybe set up something that transfers the files to my dad's computer, or sends them to him, notifies him in some way, so that he maybe gets the uptick after in case something goes wrong.
Is there a way to do it anonymously?
Does it matter if we're dead?
That's true.
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
At least then, even in death, his father might appreciate him.
Yeah,
He
you
won't.
can figure that
Only
out.
in death.
To send him like an email in case of your death. Okay.
In case none of us make it back from the moon.
Don't burn my whole computer.
Don't
Clear my
let anyone
search
use my
history.
mountains account.
Let it die with me.
All right. Do we want to go ahead and make an engagement roll?
Yep.
Oh, right, yeah.
What do we roll?
We count up the dice.
Yep. So we start with a die.
Right, I think that Theo should roll. He's been rolling like hot fire today.
Dice they've been in dice jail long enough. They've learned their
They wanted
lesson.
to prove themselves.
Is the
Please,
mission
Papa.
heroic or noble?
Oh, it's heroic.
I'd say it's noble at least.
Heroic. I'll give it heroic.
We can be heroes.
I don't know about noble.
Is it following through on details from your investigation?
Yeah.
Definitely.
No.
Does this mission determine the fate of a friend?
It could,
It determines our fates.
yeah.
And I don't think Terry's a friend. So.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Terry's a friend.
Are troubles from your mundane lives getting in the way of the mission?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can remove a die.
Terry's gonna go down in flames and you're just gonna hear Jackson go, oh no, Terry, oh my god.
Now I'm Terry Treville.
Mission is on tier, so you don't have to remove a die.
Okay.
Are there any other elements we want to consider due to circumstances or events in our world?
I mean, what does that mean?
Is there anything else we should consider?
I don't. It's such an open-end.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
It's an
all
open-ended
mentally
game.
unsound at this point.
Well, that's taking away. Shut. This. I mean, 3 feels like the.
Yeah, that feels good.
I think like the biggest factor has been like that we're technically on like probation. I think we've already accounted for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then one of you can choose to make the roll.
Gimme.
Alright.
I believe in you.
No.
No!
Back
And
to
just
jail.
like that, you are no longer making the group rolls.
What was the best roll?
3.
Okay. So you are in a desperate position when the action starts. Something or
Yay!
someone has moved against you. It is a trap, ambush, or counterattack.
Oh no.
So you've gotten over to the moon. You know, you go back the way you went. No sooner do you kind of get past the space junk, and you're like, oh, no big Leviathan, it's fine. When something starts shooting at you,
Like bullets?
Shooting?
Maybe space bullets.
there's something on the ground of the moon that is shooting up at you.
Anybody else see do we see this, I imagine?
Yeah, they're little, like, blips.
Okay.
Like, they're small from here.
Oh,
but
so it's like multiple things, like.
yes.
Oh. Anybody else notice that?
Theo, you would suppose these are turrets.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Theo, you sound like you know what's going on here.
Yeah, remember that space embezzlement?
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Maybe, why don't you and I take care of it?
Let's do this.
Can I have Icarus use wings as shields to block the bullets?
Yeah, sure. Are you rolling to defy?
I guess, yeah.
Sure.
All right. Oh, please. Oh, please. 4.
Okay. So you do manage to block them. You're not really, like, you know, making any headway on reducing the amount of turrets in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form. You're just
I'm
not
surviving.
getting blasted by lasers right now.
Okay.
I'll try and avoid the lasers and see if I can get down, because I assume I'm only melee. I don't know if any of us have shooting blasters.
Oh, do you?
I don't think
It's really
so.
up to you to
I
decide.
guess so.
Not one of you has a shooting thing.
Jackson,
that
There's
can't
no
be right. That
ranger in
can't
the
be
whole
right.
party.
there have been a couple instances of Jackson opening hoverboard and just shooting at something.
I just imagine Terry uses the sword that he has and
chucks
just
it.
throws it. Yeah, like a lance, like the spear of Longinus. Just
Yeah.
The Lance. I'm watching this.
I'll try and dodge out of the way and
Oh,
get
that's
closer
Terry.
so I can get a closer look at what's going
Yeah.
on the
Are
surface.
you flowing?
I'm flowing.
All right.
I'm
The
attempting
Terry
to
Lance.
flow.
All right.
I have not flown well. And I continue not to!
All right, so this was a risky roll. The
It
effect
was.
is limited. You do take a level 1 harm
Level 1 harm.
as
I'm shot.
Yes,
Okay.
as you're just kind of knocked around inside of Terpsichore, and one of them kind of like just grazes your arm inside of the robot.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else? You're being shot at.
Jackson's just gonna kind of go for like a ground slam.
Okay.
It feels pretty defiant, right?
Yeah, you're defying these
2.
big shooty bots.
And then just to be safe, I'll burn through one of those links. Just to
Yeah.
be safe about it.
You're uniting through your unicorn friendship.
5.
Yeah. You really like sync up with hoverboard and you just slam into the ground and sort of like, I don't remember, what does she have, like big arm blades? Is that
No,
her
she
thing?
just has like
Cool.
fists.
Yeah, so you just like kick and hit the ground and like a whole line of them go flying. You're now sort of like surrounded by some of them, but you've taken out a large amount of them. As you sort of reach the ground, out of the moon dirt pops these little, they look like little drones, and then they sort of shift and change into little like large mosquitoes that start flying at you.
Can I keep going with things here?
Sure, yeah. Does anyone else want to like get in on it?
Can I try and find what they're protecting? Because it seems like these are like protecting something. Can I try and find like the source of that?
Yeah, you can go ahead and analyze.
Yeah. And then can I transcend here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So-
Brickstorm will take damage if you finish transcending inside of Brickstorm, which will make him in operation.
Right. Yes.
Just a consideration.
Yeah.
So you're limited in your actions if you don't want to just get bricked midair.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna transcend and push myself.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you mark 2 stress.
Yeah. So I get 4 dice.
Okay.
4. Yeah, that's 4.
Okay. Yeah. So remind me, you were trying to search for things.
Yeah, I was trying to find what the turrets are protecting.
Yeah, you don't see anything, but you do see these things are straight up like popping out of the earth. You wonder maybe whatever they're looking for might be underground, but you have no leads as to like where the entry point is for that because they're just coming like out of being buried in the dirt.
Can I, since I see these mosquitoes pop up, can I, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. Can Icarus put the wings back on and kind of fly down and try to slice through a bunch of them with, like, the lance?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
Alright. Can I also use a link with Icarus for that?
Yeah, why not?
Alright. I'm going to go with flow work, I'd say.
Yeah, why not?
Alright. Come on. Oh, I rolled a little far. What is this? 3 and a 2.
Oof, okay.
Everything's gone wrong.
Yeah, you throw the lance at some of them, and as you do, you're kind of unable to, like, pull it back in the way I assume you sometimes do.
Yeah.
As it gets, like, swarmed by these little mosquitoes,
nice.
and they just kind of start coming at you.
Oh, nice.
I wanna just grab one, but it's got like a mosquito, like the beak.
Yeah, the little,
thing?
like...
Proboscis?
Yes, the proboscis.
I want to just kind of grab one and begin swinging at the ones that are swarming them.
Yeah, you could defy with that.
All right. Come on.
Woo!
6.
There we go.
Yeah, you take this thing and you just like swing it around and chuck it, and you knock like most of these things out of the air, and they all kind of fall to the ground and start twitching, leaving mostly just turrets to worry about.
Thanks for the save.
At this point, I forgot to mark transcend this last time. I think she'll transcend. When you say that, you just watch hoverboard do like that thing where like the thing comes down and becomes a mouth and screams, and she's just like running around like battering these things back and forth.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead and make another roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you battering?
Yeah.
Why not?
4.
Cool. Yeah. You are just like things are flying everywhere. All of you, I will say, your position is a little more controlled now. Now that hoverboard has significantly thinned the battlefield for you. There's less aerial threats, more ground threats to worry about.
Gotcha. I think I'm gonna have no. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I want to transcend or not. Because I don't really need any of my abilities right now. Can I have Icarus try and get the lance back? Because I feel like that has to be a whole action on its own.
Yeah, why not?
So
I
maybe-
think flow, defy.
Yeah. Let me just mark one off for this. I forgot to erase that. We'll go. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have one for each.
Okay.
Come on.
I mean, flavor though.
That's true. That's true. We're gonna go with Defy. Icarus wants this thing back. 6.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, you just shove your way through a group of these things, and as you do, you like hit a couple of the turrets on your way out, shake off the remaining mosquito
Nice.
leviathans. And at this point, you hear sort of a big mechanical like something large shifting, big and metal.
I fly towards it.
Okay. Yeah, you fly. You could do an analyze. This is a controlled because you know where you're going. Come on, your dice.
I don't want to know what's in here. 2
Critical
6s.
success.
Awesome. You see like a crater actively like metal like spirals opening up as like a big metal disc comes out, and you see an engine. You don't recognize this engine, but it looks like nothing you've seen. It is just sort of like not any clear earth bug. It's a bunch of moving plant parts. There's wings on the back that spread out all at once, and there's like 6 of them. There's these rings moving around its head that have bug eyes just all around the rings.
Really
Yeah,
accurate.
biblically accurate.
Yeah, and it just like shakes its hand, and the hand turns into like an arm blade, and it comes lunging at you.
Do we see this
But
happening?
you know, you're aware that this is happening.
Do we all see this happening?
With your critical success, I assume, Carrie, you
That's the question.
somehow are able to indicate like, big robot, if you would like to.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, I've identified something. I'm going to it. It's a thing. It's an evil engine, bad, evil, scary engine.
Well, we knew we'd find something out here that we didn't like.
We're on our way to you.
I think hoverboard is going to. There are still like some turrets around, right?
Yes.
Hoverboard is going to try to pry one out of the ground,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm going to try to do that. See if that works.
Okay.
5, 2 5s. I don't know if that does anything.
Well, no, it's a 5 is a 5, sadly.
Oh.
But yeah, you're in a more controlled position. You take one of these things and you just like, and
I rip it out of the ground and I shove the mosquito I've been hitting into it, and I begin running towards the evil engine.
God, okay. All right. You start sort of surging at this engine, and it's very dramatic as it like takes flight, and you're like, and there's like the big anime moment. You're coming this way, and it's coming this way. And then all of a sudden it just stops midair, and it goes, wait.
Like, it says wait.
Yes,
And are we all
like a
over?
big, like mechanical voice.
Oh.
It says, "Cease fire," and all the little turrets just go. Pew.
I hold the turret up like a gun.
Okay.
I'm shooting something
And I
today.
just have my leg.
Sorry. Maybe a little bit of a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding. You shot at us.
What are you doing here?
Stop talking like you know us.
Who are you?
Hi.
Hi.
This is Genesis. I'm Liam. It's nice to meet you. See you.
Hi, Liam.
Hi. Sorry for all the shooting. Didn't realize. What are you doing here? Is it
We're trying to find you.
okay? Yeah. All right. Here. Sort of like Genesis's chest like bursts and like a little staircase rolls out, and Liam walks out onto the moon, like no spacesuit, anything. Walks out onto the moon. It's like, hi, sorry about that. Are you trying to find me in like a bad way? Actually, probably should have stayed in the engine before.
No, we thought you were dead.
Yeah, no, that was kind of like that was the goal.
For us to think you were dead, or for you to be dead?
No, for you to like think I was dead.
So,
When you say the goal, your goal or someone else's goal?
I don't know if I trust this one, guys.
Did he point to me or him?
You.
Wouldn't he know who Jackson is?
Jackson, like, drops the gun
The turret mosquito.
and, like, he puts the puts a helmet on and opens hoverboard and, like, hops out and, like, goes to Liam face to face. Does it look like Liam, Sailrose?
Yes. He now has like little buggy eyes, and they're sort of like, almost like little like metal fragments like sticking out of small parts of his skin. But he looks mostly human,
All right, yeah.
and he's clearly like not
Jackson
a
winds
piece
up
of
and
Genesis.
punches him in the face.
Okay. Do you want to roll for that?
Yeah, defy.
Okay.
And Terry's just in there in interest, like.
6.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
jacked, dude.
He's not really a big, strong fellow. He's definitely like the smaller of the Sailrose siblings. He goes like skidding back, and Genesis just sort of like panics and picks him up and like shoves them back in their chest cavity.
Jump down.
Jackson like points and he goes like, how dare you?
What? You punched me. I'm sorry I shot you.
No, stop. You come out here and you meet me face to face.
He
Are you
did do
gonna
that.
punch me again? Because I did try to do
No,
that.
you listen. I'm done. Your brother lied to me. You lied to me. My dad lied to me. Everyone lied. You have 5 seconds to explain exactly what is happening right now.
Or what
Right?
are you going to do? We
turns
need
to you. He's like,
I'm-
this is not helping the
I'm
trust
beyond
situation.
I
Yes.
understand this isn't trusting the help situation. And
What
trust
do I
situation.
have to trust you people? Do I have anything? You know what? Well, anything. Anything at all. Tell me anything Liam would know. Anything Liam would care about. Go ahead.
Trying.
Really? Because you just pointed at me and said you didn't want me here.
No, you just punched him in the face. I'm pretty
Deservedly.
sure. No, not deservedly.
What do you know?
What I know is we
What
don't
do you know
what's
about
going
me?
on.
You don't know about how I lived with these people.
These people,
For 1 second, just let me be mad.
if being mad is going to punch our answers,
I
then
have a right
to punch people?
to punch everybody who's been lying to me.
No, you don't. That's not how the world works.
Just to diffuse the situation, we have found Liam alive, who, yes, you are reasonably angry that he is alive and you have not been told. We also came up here potentially assuming that we would find the corpses of the California team.
This is fantastic news.
If Liam is alive, there's a chance they are too. I say we address that first before we go sharing secrets between each other. How about that? Earn a little goodwill between all of us.
Jackson kind of like rubs his knuckles and he goes, fine.
California
Back into the
team. They up here? Here on the moon. Oh, they're here?
Well, like, yeah.
What do you mean, well, like, yeah?
I mean, they're all here, and they're not dead.
Are they like you?
No.
What are you? I'm Sally Barrett. My mother,
Hey, Sally.
hi.
Yeah, I've heard so much about you.
From who? From who?
Oh, like from the others, information travels.
Oh. Then you know about my mom's experiments that she was running when we were on when she was on the Bastion?
Yeah,
It's
your mom is like,
confusing.
why we're here.
Really?
Yeah.
Terpsichore, we found them. Why didn't you tell me they were here?
Terpsichore says, I didn't know. I've been dormant since, the thing happened with your mom. I didn't know. I've been waiting for you.
I'm here now, and they're here now. Liam, there's so much I want to know. And I'm so sorry that you got punched in the face.
Okay. Am I gonna have to put him in like the timeout zone?
Do you have a timeout zone?
Yeah, it's where like half the California team is.
I want to know about
Varying
that.
opinions on the subject matter. I can show you, I just need to...
Is there a place inside we could further discuss this?
If there's gonna be no more punching in the face...
Fine.
Genesis will kind of turn and motion and bring you over to the little crater where there's like just like a little like disc that comes in and out like a lift. It's like, here, bring. I mean, I guess your engines can stay or go, whatever you prefer. I'm not gonna make you bring them.
I'm staying inside Icarus while we go inside. Wings are reattached, tails back on, but staying inside Icarus.
Yeah, I'd like to
Not
bring
leaving.
Terpsichore in, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you all load up on the little platform. Again, Genesis is just very weird. Like, this is like not any sort of bug. This is just a creature. It looks much more like a Leviathan. A little more humanoid than the average Leviathan, but still like almost like feral nonetheless. And Liam or Genesis, it's hard to really tell which one of them is doing this talking thing. Just kind of whistles awkwardly as the elevator starts to descend with this loud like and you descend. It's dark at first, but he hits a switch and this sort of like big hangar whirs to life. It's mostly empty. There's like, he walks over and like docks Genesis. There's a couple like kind of generic engines just sitting, and he walks out. He's like, welcome to the moon base.
What?
What?
How long have you guys been out here?
I don't know, couple of years.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's definitely, we've kind of grown a lot, which is great, you know, like,
Yeah.
we're really getting something going here. I could probably explain, or, like, everyone else could help me explain a little better.
Can I ask a question about Draco?
Yeah.
He knows about all of this, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, like, he's kind of the reason we're here. He brought all the tech and all the metal that we burnt down and made the cool things. And
You haven't sent those files yet, have you, Theo?
Not yet.
we did have a big Leviathan, but, you know, water under the bridge. Don't worry about it. We'll figure something else out.
That's a concerning statement.
Jackson has just been radio silent this entire time.
Like, it's not ideal, but I understand, like, we understand the circumstances,
What was,
why you...
we didn't understand what we were really looking at or for. We were just looking for, what happened with Sam?
Oh, well, Sam passed away. You know, we didn't really want to, like, leave him out there, but we were hoping somebody, like, find him, and
What do you mean passed away? Of what?
he and his engine passed away.
What is cause of death not in your vocabulary anymore?
They were both stabbed, and they died together.
Stabbed by what?
When?
When he was investigating Leviathans out here, before my time.
So what stabbed him?
Probably a Leviathan. You know, it's complicated.
The big one? Or
No, not the big one. That one's kind of reached a... We've parlayed with the big one.
Well,
Well, you did parlay
You
with
did.
the big one.
Passed
Well,
it.
it was...
Hell
Yeah. As you're kind of... Liam is struggling. Yes, Terry.
I'm gonna pull out the note that I've had handwritten with me, and it says that it was information being kept from the Eiffels and the auxiliary team. Is it like, I didn't ask before, but is it handwriting I would recognize?
Oh, it's like Draco's.
Oh, it's Draco's
Yeah.
handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
There was information, kinda, that was being kept from the Eiffels specifically and the auxiliary team. Us.
Well, you have to understand why we can't tell the Eiffels about the secret moon resistance base.
I don't like the word resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
I don't know a lot of big words, but resistance is definitely one I'm vaguely familiar with.
listen, I'm just gonna... Could I get some help down at the hangar real quick? Just, like...
Help with what is he asking for?
Guys, we need to get out of here.
Non-lethal help! Just, like, talking help.
You get to bring 2 people, or we leave.
If
2
my dad
months.
is on this moon base, I swear to God.
2 people.
Do you know any Travels on this moon base?
Well, hold on a second.
I don't like that wasn't an exact no.
Why don't you like it? I mean, he could be here.
Captain,
What?
we have a duty to protect humanity, and these people are resisting that.
Stop.
We don't know
Stop.
what they're resisting.
I don't
We know that we're
Is
the
there
good
gonna
guys.
be? Listen, is there gonna be face punching or not? I can explain things.
First of all,
Is
what
anyone
I-
else concerned at how the future boy is now very much pushing us a certain way?
I agree too. First, no, listen, I am the senior officer. I will speak. There won't be any face punching, right? But you and I have a long conversation to have it. I think you know that. And I think it's kind of annoying me that you're scared to have it because I'm sick
I'm
of
more
people
scared of
being
being
scared to
punched
talk.
in the face.
You
You're
deserve
not
it.
gonna get punched.
Now, listen, you're not going to get punched in the face just as long as you don't say something I really don't like. Right? I agree. Future Boy freaking out is a problem. Future Boy, we gotta see this part of the way through. Please.
We don't know. We don't know what history you've been taught. We don't know what this means. We are good people.
History?
I know you're a good person.
History books are written by someone.
History books are written by the victors.
Stick this out, but if things start going sideways,
If you
pull
recognize
us out.
anything important, please don't hesitate to say something. We'll listen. We trust you.
As you're sort of, hashing this out, the door into the hangar opens, like a sort of elevator goes, ding! And there are two people in the elevator. There is someone you don't recognize. He is a, younger gentleman. He also has, the plant thing going on. And there's an older man. He has this sort of brownish hair, ear length. He's wearing a beat up flannel and blue jeans and a cowboy hat.
This conversation by saying hi, I'm Darren.
And I think he says, "Hi, I'm Darren Treville," and that's where we're gonna leave off tonight.
I hate the show. I hate the show so much.
I love this show so much.
Thank you so much. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe. Come back and join us next Monday for our finale episode where we will wrap up our Girl by Moonlight mini campaign.
Everybody gets a dad.
Thank you so much and have a great night.
Bye.
Oh.